Hello, friends, supporters, and adventurers. Welcome to the D&D Fundraiser game for Free Reign Theater Company. First and foremost, let's all give a rousing thank you to our amazing donors. The chaos that is about to ensue is all thanks to you. It's so important for Free Reign Theater that we impact our Carolina community with shows, workshops, and education of the classics. And with your incredible generosity, you have made it possible for another season. Coming soon, we're going to have our production of Julius Caesar at Rural Hills Theater in Huntersville. It's going to be July 28th through 31st and August 4th through 7th. Ticket information is available on the Free Reign Theater Company Instagram page or at freereigntheater.com. Without further ado, let's get into Shakespeare's Multiverse of Madness. First, we're going to go around the table and we're going to meet our group of intrepid adventurers, starting with David.
All right, so thanks to a very generous donation, my character's name is Marmalade Possumknuckle.
Excellent.
I am a turtle bard cleric, and thanks to another very generous donation, I also have a set of bagpipes that I just have to show off when I meet new people.
I'm Megan Hershey. I am playing Thermalla Ignition. I'm a fire genasi fighter as a battle master, so it's going to be fun. Thanks to a very generous donation, I am in a unicorn movie, so this will be awesome. I also have a lovely donation for corks that I have to shake and hug everybody and say their name and say that I love you, so this is going to be fantastic. And yeah, it's also uncommon magic item and potion of healing, so that will be a big help for me.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Alex. I am playing Orcphelia. I am a half-orc Way of the Open Hand monk. Thanks to some generous donations, I am wearing my 5-year-old son's Halloween costume that I made for him for much cooler weather. I have short-term memory loss that I'm gonna have to be woken out of occasionally. I also have the quirk where I have to use air quotes around everything I say. And I also got a rare magic item of my choice, and so I chose a bag of beans.
Hello, my name is Avery. I am going to be playing Cletus Callaway. He is a wood elf barbarian wizard. And thanks to some very generous donations, I have received my emotional support lawn flamingo that I have to plant whenever I'm in a new place or realm to make it feel like home. I also have short-term memory loss for Cletus reasons. And I was also donated a portable hole and a wand of magic missiles.
Hello, I'm Joe Watson, and thanks to a generous donation, I am playing Shawn the Brawn, who must speak like Sean Connery the entire time. So if this dialect's awful, you're welcome, whoever donated this. I am a bugbear rogue barbarian who is a cook and a saucy cook. Thanks to more generous donations, he has some super juice, which I don't know what it does yet. I have a quirk where I do also have short-term memory loss.
Almost seems like a theme.
Wait, what's going on? Also, I can't tell directions real well, and when I want to tell directions, I must lick rocks to tell said direction.
Yeah.
Thanks to generous donors, I also have a magic item called a masquerade tattoo, which right now presents itself as a saucy chef, it's a large map of a hog and how it can be trimmed and carved, and it's on my chest, just proud and wonderful. Also, thanks to a generous donation, I have an iron flask that contains an astral dragon right now.
This party of level 15 adventurers is stacked, packed, and ready to act. Our adventure begins in Rome. Julius Caesar has been steadily rising to power and acclaim. You can feel the tension rising in Rome. You're not normally citizens of Rome, but you do frequent here. And you can feel that something is different in the air. Things are tense, things are not like they normally are. But for adventurers, it is still a very popular place to gather in the multiverse of Shakespeare. And you've arrived in Rome because your next job is already lined up. This afternoon, you have a meeting scheduled with Brutus, one of Caesar's senior advisors. But in the meantime, you guys are hanging out at the Bellowing Bard Tavern. You are right across from the Colosseum because typically they will have, battles and such during the day, and it's always a good way just to earn some coin and get your muscles nice and warm and loosened. So we join our adventurers in the Bellowing Bard Tavern.
I am speaking with the owner of the establishment if they're available.
Yes, I'm right here. What do you want?
Listen, so I've been trying to find a new cut of hog, and I heard that you might be able to lead me down this path.
All right, listen, I'm very old. Is that a euphemism, or are you actually looking for real pig?
I mean, it can be both today.
Oh, dear. No, that first one I'm not interested in. But
Okay,
I've got some good jerked meat. Do you want some jerked meat?
Oh, there's most days where I would like a good jerked meat.
I still can't read you. I don't know if this is supposed to be come on or not, but I've been married for 100 years or so you're going to have to search elsewhere for that. But if you want some actual jerked meat, and they're going to lean down and pull out just a giant, box of bacon.
Oh, perfect. I would love this. I'll take that with me on my adventure.
Yes, of course. There you go. Just get out of my face now.
You've got it. Hey, I've got jerked meat.
Orcphelia, who is sitting beside you. Everything's just going to be a euphemism. Reaches into the box of jerked meat and pulls out a fistful.
This is not going to get old.
And just works it into her mouth.
Well, I was saving that meat to jerk later, but that jerked meat for later.
Cletus sees all this happening and just sort of reaches into his pocket, pulls out a little bag. It's like, oh, don't worry, I got something for you. It's fine. You go. You're gonna want this for later. Just put it in some liquid or something, okay?
Why is everyone feeding me?
As you sit around talking, you suddenly see a tall elven woman approach your table. Excuse me. Are you the adventuring party? I'm sorry to approach you like this. My name is Susie Buskertruck, and I'm a gladiatorial hopeful, and I heard that you're all signed up for the list today. Is that true?
That is correct.
Yes,
you did.
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm very, very nervous. This is going to be my first time entering the list, and I was just hoping, can I hang out with you guys for a little bit?
I don't see why not.
What do you bring to the party?
Oh, I can do this.
All right.
Is that, that's how that's done?
That's
I like
good
magic
enough for
tricks.
me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Susie. If you're gonna be joining us, let me just give you something to help you. Seems you're real nervous. Just take some of this here. It's rock candy. I made it myself.
Okay. And Susie's going to eat it, and I need for Cletus to roll me a D6 and tell me what happens to Susie.
What did you do to her?
I gave her some rock candy. That's a 4. So next time you wield your weapon against an enemy, it's gonna turn into a KFC drumstick for 3 rounds.
I'm sorry, what's going to happen to me?
You're gonna have a bit of a hallucination, but it's all right.
So you don't mind if I kind of just group with you guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Great!
I love this
I'm
idea.
entertained already.
Okay. And so Susie, you're going to see her and toddle off to the bar. As you guys are sitting around talking, you hear the chimes start playing over top of the Colosseum, which typically means it is time for the fight to begin.
Let us get saucy.
Finally.
The minute that the chimes start, you can see that there is a renewed kind of frenzied atmosphere. Most of the people in the bar get up and start booking it towards the Colosseum. Some of them are heading over to the main entrance where the spectators go, but you do see a good number of folks heading into the combatants entrance, and this is one that you're familiar with, so you all head over to the combatants entrance.
Let's make sure we don't forget Susie.
Hey, Busker Truck. Time to go.
Okay. Oh, God, it's time, isn't it? Okay, let's go.
Would it soothe your nerves any if I played you a calming song on my bagpipes?
I don't know. It's worth a try.
Okay. So, Marmalade Possumknuckle is going to take out his bagpipes and start playing a little ditty.
Yeah, roll me that performance check.
That's a nat 20.
Let's go. First
Excellent.
roll.
I was going to say, first D20 roll and nat 20. I love it. So you guys have made your way out of the bar by this point. And like I mentioned, there's tons of people just kind of, hustling and bustling around. It stops when that first loud, squirrel of the bagpipe starts. People turn around, people stop and stare, and you see people just start to weep, just tears out of their eyes. You see Susie looks at you with the biggest, widest open eyes, and she stands a little taller and adjusts her robes. She says, "Let's do this."
Yeah.
Once more into the breach.
That was so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, that was lovely.
All right, so you guys head into the Colosseum. You guys are familiar with what the Colosseum of Rome looks like. The stands are filling with people. You can see they all have snacks and drinks. They are ready for a good fight. The combatants have entered the ring as you are right now, and everybody's kind of standing along the edges. You wait for the gong to sound before you are going to start to fight. Do you want to do anything before to prepare yourselves?
I would like to use, prior to combat starting, my ability of the Masquerade Tattoo, and I want to shift it from the cutlet on my chest to an Ultimate Warrior face mask across my face. Nice. Just bright colors, evil, deadly looking, and maybe one little butterfly. just to throw someone off.
Terrifying and gorgeous. I love it.
The ground is dirt, right?
Yes.
It's a dirt ground. Okay. So I would like to take out a bean from my bag of beans. I have 9. And just there's a bunch of people milling around, so I'm just gonna kind of surreptitiously plant my bean. There's no way.
These air quotes are everything.
You have a little. You said you have water, right?
Yeah, Cletus got
Yeah.
water.
So I pour a little water on it from Cletus's mason jar to water it, and a minute later there will be a random effect that I have to roll a D100 for.
Excellent.
Do you want me to roll that now, or
I'm gonna say do it on your second round of combat.
Okay.
Cletus is just going to reach down and grab a handful of sand from the floor and just shove it in his pocket.
Pocket sand.
Of course. Yeah. Gotta have your pocket sand. All right.
I will kind of loosen my peg leg just a little bit, enough to where if I need to, I can reach down and grab it and chug it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or beat somebody with it. It depends. So I'll do that.
Suddenly, you start to hear drums, and this usually means that the royal retinue is coming in. So, as you hear the boom, da boom, da boom, da boom, you see in the giant box seats, senators start to file in. You see Brutus and Antony are both there, and suddenly you see Caesar and Calpurnia enter. And you've seen him before. So, at some points it's been a little up close, but Caesar definitely looks very different. His eyes are sunken. His skin is much more sallow and waxy. And you can see that he has a large hood that is up over his face. Normally he, will kind of walk open and free, but today he's got, a hood. He stands before everybody and gestures for everyone else to sit down and looks out. And he looks at each of the combatants in turn and says, "Good luck out there. Make me proud."
I don't mean to be rude, but he kind of looks like one of them naked mancers that I saw back when they raised up Dale. They're praising Dale. I'm real concerned for our Caesars, our salad man.
Did you say naked mancers?
The drums once again start to kick up, and suddenly it reaches a frenzy pitch, and then silence. After a beat or two, you see all of the other combatants and start to run into the ring. So everybody roll initiative.
Oh, what dice
Bum,
to
ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
Oh,
Cletus has advantage on initiative, so.
this is
Same.
That would be an 18 for me.
that would be a 8 for me.
Cletus has an 18.
I have a 7.
20.
Ooh. All right. Up first, we have Shawn the Brawn. Shawn, you are running into the melee alongside all of your friends. You kind of get the jump on them, so you're, first kind of out of the gate running up. What you see ahead of you are 6 gladiators. However, this also, as you're running, it kind of catches you off guard a little bit because you are used to the gladiators of Rome. But these guys also look very kind of sunken and pale, and they have a very strange, like, greenish glow behind their eyes now. And you're like, it kind of looks like the folks I'm used to, but something feels off. But you are running in. So you're able to run up, and you're in kind of the thicket of, like, all 6 of them running at you.
Wow, these guys look a little bit like rancid meat. I think I should take a piece of one of them off. So I would like to approach the closest one to me, staying within 10 feet, utilizing a bugbear's ability to attack 5 feet in addition with reach. And I would like to make an attack with my very large carving knife rapier.
Yeah, roll to hit.
All right. You know what? I'm going to make this a reckless attack.
Love that.
As we get started. That was a terrible decision. That is a 16.
A 16 hits.
Oh, right. Because I was rolling an advantage, I will be doing a D8 plus the sneak attack damage for the rogue. So that is 9 plus 18, 16, plus 8, 24 points of damage on that initial attack, plus 2 additional d6 for the bugbear because they have not acted in this round for 6 more additional damage. And then, scout feature, during the first round, if I make an attack against a creature and it hits, everyone has advantage on that creature for the remainder of this round.
Ooh, nice. Up next, we have Marmalade Possumknuckle. Cletus, you're on deck.
All right, well, I'm going to stand back and observe and then cast Bless on everyone else.
Nice.
So up to 4 creatures, you can add a d4 to your attack roll or saving throw.
So it's up to 4 creatures. So are you doing your 4 party members, or are you
Yes.
going to include Susie?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about Susie.
Poor
Okay, so-
Susie, busker truck.
Susie can
You all
have-
like came peeling off the wall immediately, and you just see Susie still back there.
Yeah, she does have a chicken for a weapon.
Well, I can bump it up to level 3, and that's 5 creatures. So that would be all of them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So everybody is blessed. All right, and you're not approaching the combatants. You sit.
no.
Okay. you're back with Susie clinging to the wall. Cletus, you're up. Thermalla, you're on deck.
All right. Well, Cletus is just gonna immediately go into a rage. 'Cause
Naturally.
that's what he's gonna do. And as he's running in, getting closer, he is going to use his wizard staff, which is this beautiful thing that's a bunch of High Life cans duct taped together. It's a quarter staff, and he's wield it two-handed and use 2-action attack and just clock him.
Love it.
1 and 2.
Roll to
So-
hit.
I got a 12 and a 14.
I'm sorry that neither one hit. So yeah, still.
d4.
Oh, wait, I got a D4.
Come on, Cletus.
And a 3, so let's make that 14 a 17.
Yes, the 17 hits. Yeah. All it took was bless and advantage.
Hey, there we go. And since it's dual wield, it's 1d8 that I get to. Or it's double-handed staff, 1d8 for bludgeoning damage. That's an 8.
Ooh, max damage. So, yeah, it looked like as you were running up, you were feeling it like, but you feel the calming presence of Marmalade Possumknuckle's bless kind of settle in over you, and you see your friend with the scary tattoo, and you just feel like, I've got to do this, and so you're at the last second able to lower it down and whoop out. Yes. All right, Thermalla, what you got?
Yeah, so I guess how is the one that we just attacked looking?
Looking pretty hurt.
Awesome.
But you also notice, and I'll say anybody who is up in melee range with it, you notice that as you're like cleaving into this gladiator, who is supposed to be a human, you again notice that like the flesh is kind of hanging off of him in a very weird, kind of gross way. It is very turkey jerky. And once again, you guys all see like this weird glow behind its eyes, and it doesn't seem to register on its face that it's being hit.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go and attack that one that Cletus attacked. Nope. That would be a
Bless and advantage?
11 to hit.
Is that with bless and the advantage roll?
Yeah, that would be a 12. But I have 3 attacks.
Okay, yeah, so that
Just
first
keep
one
going.
misses.
I'm just going to keep 13 plus 8. 8.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
hit.
That would be a 6. And then I will attack it again with my last action. I'll just watch out.
Do we get blessing every time, or is it just once?
Yeah, it's every time.
17.
17 hits.
All right. And
You're welcome.
thank you. That would be a 5.
All right, Orcphelia.
Okay. So the guy that has taken damage, I'm going to charge at him with my spear. Yeah. So that was 18 plus 9.
Oh, that crazy hits.
Which
yeah.
hits. Can we just say that hits?
You
so I
hit
don't have to
him
do the
and
math?
his mother.
Do you want to roll the advantage on that just in case it crits?
Oh, yeah, I should do that because
Good
I do
point.
get to add an extra dice because I'm a half orc if I crit. No.
Okay.
It was a joke.
Worth a
But that was a good idea. Okay, so that's going to be 1d8 plus 4 damage. So that's 10 damage for my first hit. And then I get to attack again with my spear. So I'm going to do that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 17.
That hits.
And then just for advantage's sake, no. Okay, so 17, and then, so that's 1d8 plus 4 again. So that is 4. So that's 7 damage. And then as my bonus action, with my monk ability, I'm going to unarmed strike him.
Let's go.
18 plus 9, whatever that math is. Yeah.
Yep, that hits.
And then that's going to be 6 additional damage.
All right, what does it look like when you kill this dude?
Oh, yes! Yeah. Okay, so I have hit him, I've stabbed him with my spear a couple times, but the last strike is an unarmed strike. So I'm going to do the thing that you learned about when you're a kid where, like, if you hit them with the blunt part of your palm, like at their nose, to make the bones like go into their brain, just up like that. So
Brutal.
sitting his nose bones up into his brain.
Yeah, so yeah, you walk up and just swoom, swoom with the spear, and then yeah, that one last like wah, and just his face crunches inward, and it just falls straight back.
Yes.
You notice as he falls back and as his body like hits the ground, you see that it almost starts to dissolve into this green puddle. Up next, we have the rest of these folks.
Oh, no.
So,
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
y'all currently, except for Marmalade Possumknuckle, are being kind of engulfed with this group of combatants. Over the shoulder of these combatants, you see someone walking towards you very calmly for being in the fray of battle. This person has a dark hood over their head, and they look up at you, take their cloak off, and they are going to look at Cletus.
Oh no.
Does a 26 hit?
Yeah, it sure does.
All right.
I'm within 5 feet of Cletus.
Yes.
Can I use my reaction fighting style interception?
What does that say? Is it?
When a creature you see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 5.
So, Cletus, you would take 14 damage, but let's see what Thermalla does.
That is a 8.
Okay, so 14 minus 8. So, Cletus, you feel this lightning just get rocketed into your chest, but your friend reaches out, and so you feel like you're not taking the full brunt of what would have been, but it's still enough to kind of send you back stumbling a step or two. And as this person lowers their hand, they look over and they say, "All hail Caesar!"
The only person we praise around here is Dale, greatest stock carriage driver in the 9 realms.
All right, so then these other gladiators are going to swing. One's going to swing at Orcphelia, and it misses. One's going to swing at Shawn the Brawn, and does a 16 hit.
It does not.
Aha! So the gladiators just woof, woof, woof. But once again, as they're swinging, you see, they're getting up close and personal, and they're which feels very strange. Up next, we have our good gal, Susie. Susie is going to make a nerve check to see if she's brave enough to get off of the wall.
Oh, bless her.
And she is. She is still being fortified by that amazing bagpipe solo earlier. So you see Susie kind of steels herself and goes running up into the thick of it with everybody else. She's going to swing. And she hits.
With her
chicken drumstick? Yeah.
Oh my God, her chicken drumstick.
She thinks it's a chicken KFC drumstick.
You're right. So yeah, she walks up and just. That would have been real cool, Susie, but you're right. And you see her just kind of look down at it and like, oh no, I've made a huge mistake. All right, Shawn the Brawn, you're up. Marmalade, you're on deck.
So, Shawn the Brawn, seeing the gentleman in the cape, would like to run to that enemy.
Okay.
Am I provoking any attacks of opportunity?
Yes, you are. One of them is a 20 not nat to hit.
I would like to use my reaction in that moment to use Defensive Duelist to add my proficiency to my AC, so that one doesn't in that moment.
And then, the other one doesn't hit.
Okay. I would like to just take an attack against them, just a normal attack. I am not going to be reckless in this moment. I do not have time for that. That is a 15?
That hits.
Oh, interesting. So that is a D8 plus 4, so 8 points of damage. I will make an offhand attack with my other weapon.
Okay.
So that is a 16, a 25.
Yep.
So that is a D8 plus 4. That is 12 points.
Nice.
Of damage as well. And just so I have a giant meat cleaver and a carving fork is my weapons.
Amazing.
So I've kind of stuck the fork in and like kind of sliced. Give me a little bit of that. I'm trying to discover what this thing is, and then I will hold right there. That is my turn.
All right. Since you said you're going to try to discover what this thing is, roll me perception.
Ooh, yes, definitely. That is an 18.
With an 18, so as you're getting closer to this cultist, you see that around his neck he has a necklace that has 5 large beads on it. All right, Marmalade, you're up. Cletus, you're on deck.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Cletus, so you have a +2 to your AC.
Ooh.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to look at Cletus and say, "You're doing great." And you gain bardic inspiration. So you can add a D6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh, heck yeah. So Cletus is going to take his wizard staff. He's still in a rage, and he's going to go up to the closest cultist man and just give him a good old 1-2. Kablow! I got a 16 for one of them.
That'll hit.
And then I got it was a 10 on the other one, which I'm assuming that one won't hit.
You can also add a D6 and a D4.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to
Oh,
do
you see a bless?
How long does bless last?
Actually, I'm going to roll my D6 for that. Yeet. I'll pick him up in a second. I'm going to roll my D6. That's a 1 for that bardic inspiration, so that's an 11, so he's not going to do that. But at least for that.
Less with a D4.
Yeah. D4. 3, that's 4, so it makes it a 14.
14 doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Bless is 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay.
So for that one that did hit, since we are rolling with the wizard staff, it's going to be 1d8, and since I'm in a rage, I will get a +2 to this because it's melee with a strength weapon. 5, 7.
Nice. All right, Cletus, Thermalla, you're up. Orcphelia, you're on deck.
I'm going to move like super close to one of the other little creatures, and I'm going to do produce flame.
Ooh.
Nice.
That would be an 11.
Did you add bless?
I did not. 13.
That does not hit.
Well, you know what? And then I will, I'll go with my longsword. Ooh. 21.
21 hits.
Jeez. That would be a 5.
Okay.
And they're still looking kind of okay, decent.
No, I mean, this one's looking rough.
Perfect. I'll use my last attack and hack at them for another 21. Ooh, beer.
Ooh, yeah, that'll hit.
Oh.
What just happened?
Cletus's wizard staff fell down.
Oh. I told you the wind's taking it away.
Jeez Louise, that would be another 5. Yeah.
Orcphelia, what you got?
Okay, I got a few things that are all happening at once. First, the bean is coming to fruition.
Yes. Dun,
So,
dun, dun. Roll that
I
D100.
roll D100 to see what kind of plant pops up. That's a 22. So, okay. An animate, immobile stone statue in your likeness rises. It makes verbal threats against you. If you leave it and others come near, it describes you as the most heinous of villains and directs the newcomers to find and attack you. If you are on the same plane of existence as the statue, it knows where you are. The statue becomes inanimate after 24 hours.
Oh.
So, so just this big inanimate statue that looks exactly like me and talks crap about me to anyone who comes near for 24 hours.
So, yeah, you all see this statue, and it appears out of nowhere and just boom, right beside where Orcphelia is standing. And you see that the statue is standing there like this, and it goes, "Oh, you think you're something, don't you? You really think you got something going on, Miss Orcphelia? Ew."
Oh.
Can I attack the statue?
Yes, you can attack the statue if you would like.
No, okay, I'm going to ignore what is clearly my id just presenting itself beside me. And I'm going to go for the cultist. So I'm going to do my 2 spear attacks first.
Okay, if you go up to attack the cultist, so it's a little bit behind where you're at, so you're going to provoke a couple opportunity attacks.
Okay. Because I'm going through people.
Yeah, because you're
even
having
with my
you're going to be leaving the range of a couple of the gladiators that are up in your face.
speed. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll still do it.
One of them rolled a 6 to hit. I'm guessing that doesn't. And then the other one rolled a 17 to hit.
My AC is 17.
Okay. So you're going to take 7 points of slashing damage as it and reaches out.
Okay.
The statue of Orcphelia is going to go, "You deserved it!" But yes, you're able to run up to the cultist now.
Okay, great. So I'm going to do 2 spear attacks. So the first one is a 24,
That hits.
and that's going to be 11 damage.
Okay.
And then the next one is a 17.
That hits.
Okay, and that's going to be 7 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to spend a key point
Woo.
to do Flurry of Blows.
Let's go.
So that's going to be 2 unarmed strikes. The first one is a 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's going to be 10 damage. And then the next one is a dirty 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
So that's going to be an additional 11 damage. And because I am way of the open hand, whenever I use Flurry of Blows, I can impose an effect on the target. So I'm going to ask if the cultist can make a dex save.
Yeah. Woo. There we go. Nat 1.
The cultist falls prone.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, it was, you just came up and started wailing on this thing, like fueled by the rage of this mean statue in the background. You're just taking out all of your anger on this cultist, and you see him kind of sway. He falls to his knees, and then as you, like, hit your last blow, just falls prone, just right on his face.
Yes.
Behind you, the statue of Orcphelia goes, "You could have done better." All right, that is Orcphelia. It is now the enemy's turn. So the cultist is going to use half of his movement to stand up. And you see he's really not looking good. He's kind of wavering, and he's going to reach around his neck, pull the necklace off, and he's going to fling it out. He's going to try and center it in the middle so it's going to hit all of you. Fling, and so that's going to be 5 instances of fireball. So,
Can I use a reaction to stop him?
what do you have that would
Silvery barbs. You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its uncertainty into encouragement for another creature.
You know what? I'm going to say he's going to make a wisdom saving throw for this to see if he can, like, stay on course with what he's doing. What's your regular spell save DC?
18.
Oh boy, here we go. He rolled a 17. So he's ripped the necklace off, and he's got, like, he kind of cocks his arm back, but he kind of catches your eye for a second, and he's just going to kind of stand there and hold it instead of trying to fling it.
I'm going to look at him and give him a look that says, I'm not mad, but I'm disappointed.
The other gladiators, undeterred, are going to try and swing Cletus. That is a 16 to hit.
It's going to meet. I have a temporary buff.
Okay. But you said it's going to meet your...
Yeah, it's going to
okay.
meet that at 16.
Okay. That's going to be a whopping 4 points of slashing damage.
Oh, no.
And Thermalla... Oh, that's an 11. So I'm guessing that doesn't do it. Nope. Good. Love that for you.
Me too.
All right. Up next is Susie, who continues to have a KFC drumstick in her hand. She ran out and, like, thought she was really doing something that first round, and then she just kind of looks at it. So she's going to slowly just step back up against the wall, and she's going to... All right, we're back to top of the round with Shawn the Brawn.
I look at the cultist and I say, "Oh, no, you don't." And I'm gonna take a cleave at the hand that has the necklace. And because I have somebody within 5 feet of him, I am going to do that with this attack, and I'm gonna do it as reckless as well, so I get advantage on it. For a 24 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
And let's cleave old boy with a D8. 9 points. 17, 19, 23, 25 points of damage with that cleave towards the hand. And then the intent is, as I cleave, actually not even cleave, fork it, I'm going to reach with my bonus action and try to grab the hand and the necklace.
Okay. Make me I'm going to call it acrobatics because you're trying to lean in and reach. So yeah, make me acrobatics as you, because that hit happens, but let's see what happens with the...
Okay, let's do the little orange dice. That is a 19 plus 4, a 23.
A 23, that is enough. So yes, as you stick your little meat fork into his arm and kind of cleave it off of the rest of his body, you also grab the necklace. So you now have the necklace in one hand and his hand in the other hand. Awesome. And you see as that happens, he starts to kind of waver and he falls to his knees, and with his last breath, he looks in Caesar's direction and says, "Hail, Caesar!" And once again dissolves into that puddle of green goo. Marmalade, what you doing?
How many people are left on the battlefield?
You've got 2 gladiators left.
I'm going to pick one, either one, and cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
That's a Dex 18 saving throw.
Yeah, he doesn't make that.
So that's 13 points of damage.
All right, Cletus, you're up.
Cletus is going to go to the closest gladiator to him and just give him a good old, for his first action, a good punch across the jaw. Mm-hmm. And so it's an unarmed melee strike in his little rage. That's an 18 plus 7.
That'll do it.
And so it's going to take 3 bludgeoning plus 2, so that's 5 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And then he is going to pull out his Wand of Magic missiles, which looks like it's just a Roman candle. And he is going to point it at the other dude and just fire one at him. 1, that's 2, 3, and 6 total damage.
Oh, 6 total, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how did you roll a 6 on a D4?
I was doing math in my head.
Well, it's spelled similar to math.
So yes, you guys see, Cletus has temporarily set aside the Miller High Life quarterstaff and instead pulls out a Roman candle and boom, 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 just right at this gladiator. Thermalla, you're up. Orcphelia, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity to bend down and take my peg leg and chuck it at the closest gladiator. Let's see what it is. That would be a 7, so that does not.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. I mean, you still throw your peg leg. It just it kind of goes wide. It skitters to a stop, like right by Susie, who just looks down at it.
Sorry, Susie. How far am I away from the gladiator?
You're about, you're right up in it because it's been in melee with you, so it's in 5 feet, so you just kind of like whipped it right past them.
Yeah, no, so then I'll just use my longsword and whack at him. No, for a 10.
Yeah, 10 doesn't hit.
11.
11 doesn't hit.
Then I'll take my last attack. A dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Just for giggles. 24. And then 6 damage.
Okay. So what effectively happens, you see your friend take off their peg leg, whiff it right by this person, and then take out their longsword, and you're hopping trying to do this. And so the first time you kind of miss, but the second time you accidentally catch it on the backswing and just whiz and
I meant
slice
to do
into
that.
this gladiator.
Protect my leg, Susie. Don't eat it.
Don't worry, I got it.
Thanks.
Orcphelia, you were up.
Okay, so there's 2 left.
Yes, one is looking incredibly hurt. The other is not hurt yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack the hurt boy first with my spear. I'm just gonna do that so it does the math for me. That would be a 19.
That'll hit.
Cool. So that's gonna be 7 damage.
Nice.
He's still up.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna poke him with my spear again. It's gonna be a 24.
Yep.
So that's gonna be 7 damage.
Okay.
Is he still up?
Clinging to life.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action unarmed strike him. Come on. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Yep.
And that's going to be for 8.
Oh, it's 8 damage? Okay.
Yeah. For 8 damage.
He had 5 left, and so when you said 4, I was like, oh, you're so close. But you actually, so yeah, you come up and you just keep hitting him, and after each hit, you kind of take a second like, are you still up? Are you still up?
Lay down!
Yeah, so finally after the last one, he just crumbles into the floor.
Yes.
And behind you, you hear the statue of Orcphelia. I could have done it in one. This girl's terrible. Hey, everyone. Look at terrible lady over here. Worst person ever.
This is a terrible idea.
All right, so final gladiator is going to take a swing at Orcphelia. All right, so that is a 16 to hit.
That misses.
Aha! Susie continues to have a chicken leg, although she now is feeling fortified again, and so she's going to pick up the peg leg and she's going to run it to Thermalla.
Yes!
So Thermalla, she's going to come and she's going to kneel down to try to do this, but I'm going to say it takes her entire action to and try and get it back on. So you now have your leg reattached.
Oh, thanks, Susie. You're the best.
Top of the round, we've got Shawn the Brawn.
All right. With this necklace in my hand, I'm gonna pocket it as a bonus action, just
Okay.
On my apron somewhere. I'm like, okay, whatever this thing is. And with the hand, I'm gonna run at the other gladiator, and I'm gonna take an improvised weapon strike with the hand that I just pulled off the fort. And I as I'm running, I would really like to open the fingers. I'm straight up slapping.
Yep.
Glove?
Like a glove.
Like a tortilla challenge.
Excellent.
So here we go. You know what? Reckless. I need advantage on this. That is an 18. I'm assuming I get nothing. That's a straight roll, right? I'm not proficient with somebody else's hand.
I don't think you're. Yeah. I'm going to say you're not proficient with someone else's hand. Yes, that's just a straight roll, but that hits.
So as I'm running up, I say, "Know your place."
Are you hitting with the palm or the back of the hand?
Oh, it's a backhand.
Okay, I was going to say, how insulting is it? So this is super insulting.
Yes, it is. Can I consider a hand a finesse weapon?
Yeah, I'll say so. I'm going to say also add an extra D4 for insult damage.
Oh my gosh,
Join the
please.
finger and get 'em right.
So that's a D4 for an improvised weapon, D4 for insult damage, and sneak attack because it's a finesse weapon.
Oh, God.
So many dice.
That's a lot of numbers right there.
4, 7, 10, 15, 20, 21, 25 points of
Holy
smack you down.
Holy cannoli. So yeah, Shawn, you run up with this hand and you're kind of uncurling it, getting in place as you're running, and just walk up and just wall up this gladiator so hard, you spin him completely around and he's now facing you. He's done a whole 360.
Saucy.
Marmalade, what you doing?
This last cultist has to be on his last, no offense, his last legs, right?
None taken.
Yeah, he's not looking great.
All right, so I'm going to cast Sacred Flame again. It's a Dex 18.
Okay. To no one's surprise, he's not very dexy. He does not save.
15 plus 8, 23 points.
All right, Cletus.
Okay, Cletus is taking his Champagne Bear's wizard staff and is gonna go and just give him a good old 1, 2, pop, pop. And I'm just gonna roll it on here. So that first one is an 18,
Excellent. That hits.
and I'll roll that damage in a second. That second hit is a soft 20.
Yep.
So his little damage, we got a 10 for one, and then for that second one, it's going to be a 4 for a total of 14 on this dude.
All right, Thermalla,
Oh, how are they looking? Rough?
clinging to
Perfect. I'm just gonna
existence.
Just take my longsword and I don't know what that was. 17 and 8, so I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, that
whatever
hits.
math that is. We don't need to do math on this.
On this program, no.
9 damage.
9 damage. So, in the last minute, this gladiator has seen all of his friends viciously murdered and then been slapped with the hand of his friend before you just slice him to pieces and he falls completely dead. So, we are out of combat as this final gladiator falls. You guys didn't notice because you're in the heat of battle, but the beautiful day that you once began with, the sky has now darkened.
Awesome.
And you look, and all you see is Caesar stand and look at each of you. He has fury in his eyes, and he turns and walks out.
I guess we pissed
It
him
begins
off.
to rain and thunder.
How stormy is this storm that's rolled in look?
I mean, it's pretty stormy. Like, the sky is darkened. It's still midday, but, all sun is blocked out, and it's,
Sorry.
raining pretty hard.
Cletus is going to take this moment to yell at the sky and pull out his wand of magic missiles and just shoot at the storm.
I'm gonna take this moment and use my tattoo of masquerade to create the shape, an exact copy of the hand that I cleaved as I throw it to the ground, and now it's on my chest as like,
Excellent.
this is my victory tattoo. So anytime you guys want to high five Shawn the Brawn's chest, be like, just give me a good fiver.
You see someone in, the archway that you came in through going, "Psst, come here, come here, come here." So you guys walk up to this figure, and they take their hood off, and they say, "I've been sent by Brutus. He's asked that you come immediately, please. Is that possible? Are you able to come now?"
Yes, where are we going?
We're going to go to his house. You need to meet in private.
I reach down and I grab a rock and I was like, I wonder where his house is. And I lick the rock.
Is that sanitary?
Well,
How's
I
it
don't really know my way
engraved?
unless I taste the earth.
So you lick the rock, and you instantly get a boing, like in your brain. You get an exact, you get an instant, it's almost like a little Google, pin in your head. And it just kind of boing. And so without talking to anybody else, you just lick the rock and then this way, and you start to move off.
I think we should go to Brutus's house, and then I pocket the rock without
Yes.
anybody noticing.
Yep. You all make your way through the city, and what you had seen earlier as kind of a nervous tension in the air has turned to almost panic. You see people are very hurriedly moving throughout the streets. You don't hear a lot of talking or laughter. You see people kind of trying to move and go about their business, and they're all looking around. The sky continues to just dump rain on top of you. And after a little while, thanks to some extra quick movements, you make it to the home of Brutus, and you are shown into what's essentially his study, or his little meeting chamber. He's sitting down at the desk when you arrive, but he looks up and stands up. Thank you all for coming so quickly. Lucius, a bowl of wine for our guests. And so you see the servant that led you there is going to pop out. Would you all like to take a seat, please?
Yeah, I don't have a place to store the seat.
Oh, wait, no, I do. We can put it in the portable hole.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll take this one. And I just point at one that's slightly ornate.
Cletus pulls out a black piece of fabric and lays it on the ground.
Okay, Brutus is just going to kind of dumbly watch as you pick up one of his chairs and pop it into a portable hole.
Cletus folds it back up and puts the hole back in his pocket.
No time to waste, I see. Look, I appreciate you all coming here earlier than anticipated. Things have been moved up quite urgently with what I'm asking from you. I don't know if you've noticed, but things are changing with Caesar. I fear that he's trying to fortify his powers using the crown of Rome. And I'm hoping you can help me kill Caesar.
What do you think might happen if, Caesar was able to get all of this power? Like, what exactly are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of the complete destruction of Rome. I told you that I feel like it's fortifying in the crown of Rome, and perhaps if we start there, perhaps if the crown is destroyed.
Tell us more about this crown.
Well, he originally didn't want to take the crown. He put it aside several times when we tried to give it to him, and eventually he did take it. We haven't seen it in a while. Normally it's kept in the Capitol, in his chambers, but it's been missing the last few times that I've been there. I haven't seen it. I'm afraid that he's possibly stashed it somewhere to keep it out of our hands.
So is there anybody else who might know anything about where Caesar's hidden the crown? Any possible leads? Anyone we can talk to?
He did take a trip out of Rome for a few days, and I'm trying to remember. He had several places he was going.
You know anybody who went with him that might remember where he went?
Mark Antony would have gone with him. He goes with him everywhere.
And where can we find this Antony?
Find Antony's.
I can give you direction. I can draw out directions.
I pull a rock out from my pocket. I believe I might be able to get us there. And I lick the rock again.
So would you like the written directions? You also get a little in your head.
No, I think we're fine.
You have nothing to worry about. We are very discreet.
Question before we go, can we take an hour or so just to hang out here for a minute? I need to get a friend to help us.
Yes. You're welcome to rest up here. Yes.
Cletus is going to just go off into a corner and cast Find Familiar as a ritual spell.
And at the end of that ritual, what happens?
At the end of that ritual, in the room appears a gator. Now, she would have a blonde wig on her. Her name's Loretta. Be real nice.
So, yeah, it sounds like we need to go to this Mark Antony and see if we can suss out any information about where this crown might be, so that we can help our new friend Brutus out.
Thank you. I hope that you can find out information from Mark Antony.
Yeah, I think that we need to go ahead and go to his house, if you know what I'm saying, and see what information we can get out of him.
So you head out of Brutus's home, and thanks to Rock Liquor over here, once again, just straight to the home of Mark Antony. You walk up the stone stairs, and you kind of look around. You start walking down a hallway, and once you reach the end of the hallway, the doors, on either side of the hallway are open. You don't see or hear any movement. At the end of the hallway, there is a closed door in front of you.
Should we just charge in?
I think that might not be the best plan.
Perhaps we could knock?
We could jiggle the handle and see if it's unlocked.
I'll take my peg leg and hit the door.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. You hear the movement inside. Stop. Who's there?
DoorDash?
Room service.
Housekeeping.
Your mother.
You hear a few moments of silence, and suddenly the door is flung open, and you see Mark Antony standing there kind of disheveled in front of you. What? What is it that you want?
Brutus sent us to talk to you.
Roll me a persuasion.
16.
A 16, he's going to look around. He says, Brutus sent you to me?
He didn't didn't so much as send us as
He mentioned your
Suggested.
name. He just said your name, and we thought it might be good to come and introduce ourselves. We just heard it in passing.
yeah, he was saying just really nice things about you, and
Was he actually saying nice things? Your words say one thing, but this makes me think you're not being truthful.
you just seem like you're really close to Caesar, and we were just, performing at the Colosseum, and I don't know if you saw, but like we kind of kicked butt, and we were hoping that, we could meet you, and that'd maybe give us an opportunity to meet Caesar, since we're the new champions and all, and just give us this opportunity to rub elbows, as it were.
And definitely not murder him.
Roll another persuasion with disadvantage.
So a 9.
With a 9, he's going to say, this is not a good time to meet me or to meet Caesar. Slam.
I stick my peg leg in the door before he closes it.
Okay, roll me in acrobatics to see if you're able to
Cletus is also going to be reaching to keep the door from closing.
Okay, do the same.
That would be a 13.
17 on my acrobatics check.
Okay, so between the two of you, you're at least able to get your foot, your leg,
My
your
leg,
peg
my
leg,
peg leg.
and your hand around the
It's a
door.
wizard staff.
Oh, you're putting your wizard. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to get that in.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mark Antony's. We got some questions for you, Loretta. Let's get.
Okay,
I
so,
moved
yeah.
my peg leg out of the way.
Okay, so roll me an athletics for Loretta to rawr.
Got an 11, and then we'll roll another one for Loretta. 12.
Mark Antony's still trying to push the door shut. So you guys have a little bit, but Loretta's not able to So she's not really able to get her snout in the door because you just have your staff and just a little bit of a peg leg, so you don't have much. She's still pushing on.
I would like to just barrel through the door at this point. After
Okay.
watching this for a minute, I'm just like, you know what? To hell with this.
Okay, give me an athletics.
I will tumble out of the way.
That's a 10. But here's the fortunate thing. I believe I have a plus 14 to athletics.
Good.
Oh my
Well,
That is a 14 plus 10. That is a 24.
Yeah, so you take just a couple of steps, but you don't even need that much of a running jump. Just boosh into the door. Loretta is first through the door, still standing there ready to go. And you see Mark Antony has been thrown backwards, and he is sitting on his butt, looking down the snout of an alligator.
And I go, apologies. And I reach my hand out.
What do you think you're doing? Do you know who I am?
Yeah, that was the whole reason why we came here.
What do you want with me?
well, we got some questions for you, boy, and you better answer them. And so you listen good. Apparently, you went on some vacation to some places with our friend Orange Julius, and we need to know where you went.
I would die like a true Roman before I tell you that.
Well, that ain't no problem. Loretta about his leg.
Okay, roll an attack for Loretta.
That's a nat 20 for Loretta. Let's go. Get it, Loretta.
Roll damage.
And I get a +4 to hit.
In double dice?
7, 5 plus 4, 16.
Okay. 16. So before Mark Antony can stand back up again, Loretta lunges and just bites down around his ankle.
He is now grappled as well with a DC of 12 to escape this grapple.
Yeah, and so you see him just
Marmalade is going to cast Command. It's a Wisdom 18 and say, confess.
Nice.
Okay.
If you lose a leg, I know a guy.
Okay, and he rolls a 16, so he fails. So he's gonna look at all of you, and you see him trying to fight the command spell, but he goes, "We went to Scotland. We went to the forest. We went to the island. So, as experienced multiverse jumpers, you know that there are several kind of ports that you can go to that will have the different portals that you can jump in between worlds. And so you are able to make your way over to the closest portal, the one that you guys originally came in on.
Well, it looks like we've got 3 options to start with. We got Scotland, forest, and island.
Let's start with the forest.
There we go. Forest it is.
So everybody, one by one, will make their way onto the portal. And yes, as you think forest, poof, pew, 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 you all get bamfed over to a new spot. You are temporarily, you kind of are almost blinded and deafened as you're traveling, and you feel your feet just slam into the ground as you make your way through the portal. You all feel kind of a soft moss squish under your feet. So, it's a little bit of a woo as you land down. As you land and you kind of get your orientation back, Marmalade, Orcphelia, Shawn, and Cletus, you have no idea why you're there. And you also have no idea who these other people are, and the last thing that you remember, you were just eating lunch. Like, how did you get here?
Oh, I'm not feeling good at all. Loretta, I need some help. Cletus digs in his bag and takes out his emotional support lawn flamingo and just puts it in the moss.
Marmalade looks at everyone and gets frightened and withdraws into his shell and just falls prone inside the shell.
Orcphelia grabs her spear and she's just doing the wild, swinging to keep everybody back. I don't know you.
I will run over to Shawn, and I will just go, I love you, Shawn the Brawn, please remember! And you have a 1d10 bardic inspiration.
I've got 3 dump stats.
I'm going to do it anyway. 24 minus 1, so okay. 23.
So as Thermalla is shaking you and saying, I love you, please remember, it's like all of a sudden things kind of come back into focus. And you're like, oh my God, I remember what we're doing now.
I love you too.
Okay, I'll be back and I'll go over to Cletus. I'm sorry, Cletus, I love you. Please remember.
I got a 13. I just made it.
You just made it. So, yes, you, as your friend is shaking you, you see your emotional support lawn flamingo, and it's making you feel so much better.
I'm feeling, Retta's there, and I'm gonna, thank you. Hey, we need to, Cletus pulls out some rock candy, and he's gonna just do some rock candy about this. Just pop rock. I got a 6. Okay, so I am now a medical doctor.
You look around, like you just remembered what was happening, and you are now like, Dr. Cletus, Dr. Cletus, something is completely wrong with the rest of your party. You must save them.
We got problems, and we're gonna have to fix this real fast, all right?
Yeah.
You are my medical assistant, my nurse, all right? So, Cletus just runs over to the closest person to him, which is, I'm gonna say Marmalade.
Yeah.
Just in the shell. Cletus is gonna start reaching.
He's suffocating. He's suffocating in there, Cletus. You're hearing this in your head. He's suffocating. Save him.
We gotta perform CPR. So
I'm going to pop my head out of my shell and go, please don't touch me.
Cletus starts trying to perform CPR on this turtle shell.
Yep, so that is what Cletus is doing. Shawn and Thermalla, what are you doing? We have Orcphelia still swinging around.
I run up to Orcphelia and I
not helping to calm me down at all.
I drop all my gear and equipment. I just throw it down. I was like, we're friends. We're friends. We're friends.
I go, Ophelia, look! And as she looks, I'll run behind her. I love you, Ophelia, please remember! Please!
All right, Orcphelia, roll your wisdom saving throw. You just made it. So yes, once again, the shaking from your friend and Shawn also like saying we're friends. It's suddenly things are back in focus, and so you turn and you see Cletus yelling medical jargon while beating on the shell of Marmalade Possumknuckle.
I'm so relieved that I got my memory back. That I'm just gonna Johnny Appleseed this and plant another bean.
Excellent.
So I got 8 gloves and now I got 7. So I'll plant the bean, snatch some of Cletus's water and pour it. So in a minute we're gonna get another plant.
And I guess I will hop on your back or however you have shelled yourself, and I will attempt to hug, and I'll say, I love you, Marmalade Possumknuckle, please remember.
I'm going to pop my head out of my shell and look back.
You see your one friend, or you see, I mean, yeah, I guess you guys would still remember that you're technically friends, but, you see this one person holding onto your shell and the other person's beating on top of it, yelling, live, 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 damn it, live.
8 plus 5 is 13.
13, you just made it. Oh my
gosh.
goodness. Yeah, as you're rattling around inside of your shell, suddenly you're like, oh my God, I remember what I'm doing with these dummies.
Has it been a minute since Cletus ate his rock candy?
Yes, I'll say it's starting to wear off now. Like you're still saying medical jargon, but it's just kind of like.
Cletus sort of like backs away from Marmalade.
So you find yourselves standing, like I mentioned, the ground underneath your feet is this very pillowy, soft moss, and all around you is dark, cool forest. Looking out ahead of you, you can see about 20 yards in the distance an opening or a clearing of the trees, and in the middle there you can see that there's some kind of light. It's being lit by something. It doesn't appear to be firelight, and you can hear a faint voice.
Guys, you think the crown might be with the voice?
Maybe they might know about where it could be. Might have seen something.
I could make my way up there quietly and report back if you'd like me to.
That would be fantastic.
I can come with you.
I think we should stick together, honestly. I feel like separating out might not be the best option.
How far away are we from the noise?
About 20 yards.
Gotta be quiet though. Can you be quiet?
Can we be quiet?
So you guys are trying to walk up quietly, so everybody give me stealth rolls.
I am super stealthy.
I am at a disadvantage.
Are you running screaming into somewhere?
Oh, well, I rolled in that one. So.
Cletus has a 19.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20-34.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
7.
So we got the clink clonk pair back here. So yeah, a few of you were able to kind of like stealthily move up, but Marmalade and Thermalla, you're both just clambering through you're stepping on every single branch that there is. Like you look down, you're like, how can there be this many branches on the ground? It's just crack, 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 crack.
Well, if you've ever watched a turtle eat, it's adorable. So I'm gonna like pull a carrot out as we're walking and just crunch, crunch.
I'm assuming my leg gets stuck in the moss,
Yeah.
so I'll be saying some words as I'm trying to pull my leg out.
You two shut up.
I can't help it. I have a peg leg.
Oh, should Loretta have rolled stealth?
No, that's all right.
On my back, I was hoping to be slightly ahead of the party, and on my back, it's just a big, like, no talking sign.
Yeah.
The tattoo just
tattoo.
changes. It's just like, shh.
So, yeah, you are a little bit ahead of the party, and so as you approach, what you're seeing is this clearing in the woods. You can't tell where the light is coming from, but the whole clearing is lit up with this ethereal light. In the center, you see this big grassy knoll, and on top of it, you see a familiar figure. You guys have not run into him directly, but you've heard tales of this merry wanderer of the night. And he's sitting there, and he's looking around. Surrounding him are 4 tall, gold ornate mirrors. And he keeps looking to each one in turn. And he's mumbling to himself, "Sweet Athenian lady, looking for a disdainful youth. You. Beyond the 4 gold mirrors, you can see that outside, and this is a little bit outside of the ethereal light, you can see that there are 4 statues. 2 of them are young women. One has long, flowing, kind of curly hair, and one has just kind of pin straight hair coming straight down. You also see that there are 2 male figure statues. Orcphelia, would you please roll me your D100?
Yes, I would be happy to.
So y'all have not entered the glen yet. You're still standing like just outside of the light. You're still in the cover of the trees.
50. 1d6 plus 6 shriekers sprout.
Oh my god.
And I rolled a 6. So
Oh boy, so
12 shriekers.
It's essentially like a humanoid-sized mushroom. All 12 of them leave, just let out this.
Does the figure turn towards us?
Yes, immediately. He looks over, and you see, he just reaches his hand out, and he closes his hand around a chalice and just takes a sip. Well, hello.
Cletus would like to use his Mask of the Wild and attempt to hide, even though he's only lightly obscured.
And you said these are mushrooms?
Yes, these are
human-sized mushrooms.
And they're shrieking right now?
Yes,
12
they
of
are
them.
loudly, all 12 of them are loudly shrieking.
Shawn the Brawn's like, these look harvestable. I need this to stop. And I run back towards the shrieking mushrooms with cleaver and fork in hand.
Okay. Okay, so give me 1 attack roll since they're planted to the ground mushrooms. So we're just gonna say this will.
I need this to stop. Oh, it's not gonna stop. That is a 13?
That hits.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there's a D8 for ya. That is D8 plus 4, so 7.
You're able to hack 6 of the shriekers, and they fall down dead. So the other 6 are still.
I would like to take my offhand attack and go again
Okay.
at this point. Jesus. And I'm going to go with Reckless Abandon.
Whoever donated this magic item to you, it is coming in clutch.
That is a 17. That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. They have an AC of 5.
7, 11, and 2d6. 15?
Yeah, we'll say that with that, you're able to swoom and cut down the rest of them. What you guys saw was, behind you, you just heard this horrific shrieking happen, because these were back where you originally kind of bamfed in. And Shawn goes running off. He comes back just and all of you are now illuminated by light as Puck sits there looking at you.
Hello.
Hello.
We meant to do that.
What does a group of you find yourselves doing in my forest?
We're looking for something, you could say.
Are you sure? That doesn't sound very confident.
Yes! I'm quite sure.
I do have something. If you could help me with my little sticky problem I have right now, it would be most useful. And then I probably would have seen things. I see everything as it comes through this forest. My problem is this. I was asked by Oberon to help these 4 pathetic little mortals who are in all kinds of tangles of love. I was supposed to get them together correctly, but I oopsie-daisied.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah. Oopsie
Yes,
daisy.
well, you see, I created these mirrors so I could always see where they are in the forest, and now I can't quite figure out how to get them out. I thought I was creating a shortcut for myself, but you know how those things go.
So they're trapped in the mirror?
Well, you could say that, yes. They.
And who are these people trapped?
Oh, well, yes, let me take you on a little tour of my little magic glen, as it were.
Yes.
And so he's going to go around to each of the mirrors, and you see inscribed above each of them, you see one is labeled Hermia, one is labeled Helena, one is labeled Lysander, and one is labeled Dimitri.
Hey, Shawn, you like to lick rocks. Go lick one of them statues. It looks like it might be made out of a rock.
Is the statue made from stone?
Yes, they are made of stone.
Yes, I'll maybe see if I could lick this statue and determine the location of the person it's attached to.
Are you just going to pick the one like closest to you, or are you going to try and look for one in particular?
No, the one absolutely closest to me.
You go up and you lick the leg of one of the female statues. And suddenly, the mirror that is labeled Helena, it's almost like you see like a zoom lens and you see a woman that looks like the statue. And she's going, Dimitri! Dimitri! Dimitri, where are you?
I will go lick Dimitri.
You don't know which of the male statues is Dimitri.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so you take Hermia's mirror and you point it towards 6 o'clock, and she falls out of the mirror. Lysander! Hermia! Lysander! Hermia! And they run and they embrace each other.
All right, you two, sit right here. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, let's move the other mirrors.
Yep, yeah, so you're able to move the other mirrors, and soon enough you have Dimitri and Helena. Over your shoulder you hear, well, all right, a deal's a deal. It's like right in your ear.
All right, so now you can tell us what we're looking for?
Some man named Caesar and his friend Mark stopped by with some stuff.
Well,
Caesar kind of got that hollow, sunken eyes, got a hood on, looks like it might be a necromancy.
was going to be very, very valuable to me.
Snatch.
He'll just, all right, fine, you got me, a deal's a deal.
We thank you for your assistance.
You are welcome.
And I did mean the air quotes.
Me
that
too.
time. Great. Wonderful. All right.
I'm going to play us a walking away song
Okay.
as we go back to the portal.
Yep, back to the portal, so roll me performance.
27.
27, what is a walking away bagpipe song sound like?
Is it like the Incredible Hulk, like
Yes.
hitchhiking?
Yes.
Wah, 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 wah. That's a terrible bagpipe impression, but
It sounds
But
like
it's
a
better than the one I would have done.
so yes, you're able to make your way back to the portal.
Okay. Scotland or Island?
Wait, is this the piece or is it the full?
No, it's a piece.
The piece.
Yeah, it's a little piece of crown.
Let's go to Scotland.
I've always wanted to go to Scotland.
So you make your way to the portal, and each of you, in turn, directs your attention towards Scotland. And once again, boom, 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 boom. Each of you are able to bamf through this portal. As your feet touch down on the ground, there is a strong wind just swirling around you, and you're in a cloud of fog at the moment. Marmalade, Orcphelia, Shawn, and Cletus. Oh my God, you were just eating a sandwich. What's happening? You don't remember what's going on.
Into my shell I go.
Oh man, here I go.
I think the place is on fire. I start looking for the fire because I'm shrouded in fog and smoke, and I just think that the restaurant I was eating at is literally on fire right now.
Yep, so Shawn disappears from your view. You don't see him.
Cletus plants his lawn flamingo, just holding on to it, and takes out his can of rock candy to make himself feel better about this. And I got a 6, and I am again convinced I'm a medical doctor.
So you're one person just disappeared into the fog. You have someone swinging a spear, someone standing there with their head in their hands, and then you see a turtle shell on the
He's
ground.
yelling about fire, right?
Yeah.
We gotta go save these people. They're probably getting third-degree burns.
Poof, Cletus, you take off.
Oh man, oh, Ophelia, look! or not Ophelia, Orcphelia. Look, and I'll hug you again and say, I love you, Orcphelia. Please remember, please, for the love of God. And you have a 1d10.
18.
Plus.
18.
I'm back to myself.
Yeah, suddenly you remember.
All right, so Cletus and Shawn the Brawn kind of went away. Do you want to try and see if you can? I got it. You know what?
I can run. I'm fast. Like I can try and go run and catch up with Shawn.
You know what? Hold that thought, and I'll jump on your shell again.
I have stuck my hands and feet out just enough to where I'm crawling along, trying to get.
Scoot.
Yeah, I'm coming, and I'll do like a hop and a jump, and I love you, Marmalade Possumknuckle. Please remember.
That's a 17.
17. Yes, you remember. Are you still scooching?
I'm still scooching.
Yeah,
I
scooch. You're like, I know who you are now.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go find the other two.
I'm gonna dash off.
Yes, roll me a perception to see if you can tell where they are in the fog.
21.
Let's go.
Yeah, 20. So both of you are like running off into the fog, and you hear Shawn screaming, "Fire! Fire!"
Fire! Fire!
And you're
Save
able
the restaurant!
I'm really fast. Can I catch up with him?
Yes, yeah, you're able to catch up with
I'm
them.
just gonna like waist tackle him.
Okay,
like a football
let's make it an opposed athletics.
Oh,
It's a 15.
that is a 34. 33.
So, Orcphelia, you are able to grab onto him. He's just, it's like you're not even there.
Just being dragged along.
Yep.
Please stop. You're not yourself.
I hope I catch up. I might do a run and a hop off of my
I'm
leg.
assuming this slows me down, though.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, with that 34, you do not even break a sweat. You're just still.
Oh, it is true that bugbears can also carry and lift one size larger than themselves,
Yeah,
too.
you're booking it. But Orphelia's yelling, and so like,
Yeah.
they're over here. Remember?
Yeah, I'm
Where's the fire? Just tell me where the fire is.
Thermalla, you do like run and catch up because you were running right after.
I will hop and jump on Shawn the Brawn's back. Hopefully I make it
Yeah, I was gonna say make an opposed athletics.
at 19.
Never thought this would be a disadvantage. That's an 11 plus 14. That's a 25.
So 25, you actually catch onto Orcphelia's, and but once again, Shawn, you're still booking it.
Can I like crawl on your back?
Yes, and make me an acrobatics to try
Like
and
a
get up to
cheerleading
Shawn.
move?
You're not contributing to saving the people.
It's a 13.
13, yeah, I'll say you can crawl up enough to like get your arm around
Yeah.
Shawn.
Gosh dang it. I love you, Shawn the Brawn. Please remember.
Good. Oh, that hit
Listen,
the
I
dice.
worked so hard to try and jump on your back.
That's a 15 minus 1. That is a 14.
A 14, that's enough. So yeah, suddenly
Alright.
you're like, why was I yelling about fire?
Love has nothing to do.
All right, so where's Cletus?
Again.
It's the last one.
Y'all roll me, all four of you can roll perception to see where Cletus is. Cletus is still like screaming medical jargon.
Oh, that's a 10 for me.
Nat 1.
Marmalade, this is a great time just to sit down and chill. You're like,
I agree.
They've got it.
I'm gonna pull out another carrot and start crunching.
Yep, you're crunching away. What did everybody else get?
13.
13.
10, sorry.
You guys are all running in the direction that you think Cletus's voice is coming from, but it's like, is Cletus moving like the freaking wind? Because it feels like his voice is coming
In
from
this moment, I
everywhere.
drop to the ground and I go, "Help me! I'm hurt! Please!"
Cletus, Dr. Cletus, someone's in trouble. You hear them crying.
Cletus just starts running. Come on, Nurse Loretta, we gotta go save this man.
Cletus comes out of nowhere and like spider monkey tackles you.
He starts like trying to dress third-degree burns. We got third-degree burns all over most of this man's body. Nurse Loretta, you gotta help me.
And I jump on Cletus's back. and hug and shake. I love you, Cletus Callaway. Please remember. Please. With a 1d10.
That is going to be a soft 20.
Yep, that's enough.
Yeah.
And right as like you get your memory back, it also kind of helps jolt you out of that, and so you.
Oh God! I'm so sorry.
You're still standing in this super dense fog, but as you stand there for a moment, you start to hear other voices coming from not in the direction that you just were going, but over. Kind of in the opposite direction. You hear female voices. The wind is still swirling, so you can't quite make out what they're saying, but you are able to start making your way in that direction.
Is there any way to tell if this fog is natural?
Roll me an Arcana.
I
I'm
continue to make poor
assuming that
decisions.
you're super great at that.
I'm so great at all of these things.
I am. I'll follow his suit.
Yeah, good. I rolled a 6.
It's fog. It's real
18.
thick fog. Yeah, so, Shawn, you're like, the fog, it's so thick and luscious. But Marmalade, you would know that this is a magical fog.
So I will cast Dispel Magic.
So with your Dispel Magic, the wind continues to whip around. That doesn't change, but the fog and dissipates. And ahead of you, you can now see that you were standing on a huge Scottish moor. And up at the top of this moor, you can see these 3 hunched figures that are kind of moving around this giant cauldron. Underneath the cauldron is a large roaring fire, so you can also see their faces lit up. And as you get closer, you start to hear them say, double, double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Excuse me, fellow culinary artisans. 1, what are you brewing? And 2, we need some assistance.
You call out to them, and you see the tallest one turns to look at you. Yes, come closer, we shall help you.
So we're looking for something.
Yes, of course, we know what you seek. You seek the crown of Rome.
Wow, they're good.
Well, that was easy.
How you know that?
Oh, we know lots of things. Can't you tell we're witches? Do we know things? We brew things and we know things. That's what we do.
I thought this was a themed restaurant, so
It could be if you'd like to try what we're brewing.
I'll try yours if you try mine.
Roll persuasion. All of you made that same noise.
That's a 12. Here is the big benefit. I am doubly proficient in persuasion. That's a 22.
A 22, she says, I will take that deal if you go first.
Sounds like a plan.
She takes the long wooden ladle that she's been using to stir in the cauldron, and you see that she has like a nice spoonful. You can see just peeking up inside, you can see that it's like a dark purple liquid that's bubbling.
Can I, while the witches are presumably distracted, plant a bean? Just kind of sneak down and...
10,000% you can. Absolutely.
So I only use my own dishes. From one culinary artisan to the other. So I put my own cup out and have her pour it into my cup.
Yeah, and so she'll...
And then I would like to try to sleight of hand, not actually drink it.
Okay, roll me sleight of hand.
That's a 3 plus 9, 12.
A 12, you feel like it's going fine at first, but then it starts like dribbling down your chest.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm a little messy when I eat.
That's okay. Here, we have another spoonful for you.
My friends, to new recipes.
Oh dear.
What does this taste like?
It tastes like the sweetest, stickiest candy that you've ever had, just like in liquid form. It's almost like it's coating your throat as it goes down. And I need for you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, there it is.
15 plus 4, 19.
With a 19, so you feel like you start to feel it bubble in your stomach, and you feel you're like, ooh, excuse me, I got a little gas there, and all of a sudden you feel like your muscles feel even sharper than before. Like you feel like you could jump 150 yards right now.
I try.
All right, roll me athletics. And actually, before you do, increase your strength score by 2.
Ooh. That's a 23.
A 23. You guys see Shawn just squats down and just dead jumps into the air. It's not quite 150 feet, but holy crap, he just launched himself from a standing position straight up into the air. So yes, your new permanent strength score is 20.
Oh, I feel so great. That was great. I love this recipe. May I have it?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Can I? Here's my recipe, and I hand her the bottle of super juice.
Okay. She's going to take it and she's going to go, well, fair's fair. I'm not going to pretend to spill it or dump it down my chest. I'm going to just play the game. And she's going to drink the super juice.
What does the super juice do?
We're about to find out.
Shawn doesn't know.
It was donated to me. I don't know what it does.
You see,
Thank you, donor.
you see as this witch is standing there and she goes, oh, I've never tasted that before. And you see her start to grow and grow and grow. So she grows to 50 feet tall.
Oh, it's a giant woman.
That's amazing. I jumped to high five her.
Okay, yeah, you jump, she's like reaching up and
So, you showed us yours, we've showed you ours, so now you think we could get back to the order of business?
yes, of course. And her voice is now booming and echoing. It's gigantic.
You know what we want, so why don't we just skip all the niceties and you just tell us where it is?
You see that around the cauldron, smoke starts to and swirl around. It swirls up the 50 feet, and you hear her yell, good luck! Once again, you are plunged into a magical fog. The wind that was swirling around you before starts to whip at a frantic pace. So you are now encased in a wall of force. And right about that time, Orcphelia.
It's bean time.
It's bean time.
Oh, come on, beans.
Please don't be something loud.
Please be something useful.
59. 1d4 plus 8. Bright pink toads crawl forth. Whenever a toad is touched, it transforms into a large or smaller monster of the GM's choice. The monster remains for a minute, then disappears in a puff of bright pink smoke. So that would be, and I rolled a 4, because of course I did, 12 bright pink toads that if you touch them, they turn into a monster of your choice.
So as y'all are watching this like wall of force encase you, you hear, and all of a sudden all of these little,
Hey, it's not something loud this time.
Nobody move. I got an
what was
idea.
that?
I got an idea. Because these things, they're bright pink. They look like my lawn flamingo. I want to put them at my house. Cletus pulls out his portable hole, puts it on the ground, chase him into the hole.
All right. I pull out a pot or a pan, and I'm trying to run behind them and create
Herd
a
them
wall
into the hole.
herd them into the hole.
Okay.
I'll take my shield and I guess maybe help and try scoop.
Orcphelia or Marmalade Possumknuckle, are you doing anything?
I think I've done enough.
I also think she's done enough.
Cletus has his wizard staff and is going after him, just going, get.
Okay, so all three of you roll me animal handling. Cletus, I'm going to say you chased a frog or two in your time, so you can roll with advantage.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, this is no.
That was an 8.
5.
And I'm going to play a happy-go-lucky frog wrangling song with my bagpipes.
20, soft 20.
Okay.
18 on the bagpipes.
Let's go.
It's already a cacophony with the loud ribbiting and the wall of force that's going, and now all of a sudden the skirl of the bagpipes going. But it's a very, you guys are feeling very inspired. Cletus, you were able to get 6 of the frogs, pop, 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 pop.
Toads.
The other 6, however, each of you, you're trying to get them in, but they just are hopping around too fast, and you touch them. And they sprout into large pink frogs. And they are now bouncing around. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so you are going to take...
Oh, no, it does not.
Oh, okay. Thermalla does a 20 hit. You're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as one of the pink frogs just whoop-ah, on top of you.
Can I just drop my bagpipes and withdraw into my shell?
Yes, you can.
Cletus folds up this hole and puts it in his pocket.
Yeah.
All right, I want to take care of the toads. I'm gonna try and stab one of the toads. I have
Yep,
to
so
do an
roll to hit.
extermination of the toads that I caused. So that's a 26.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's 9 damage. Does that kill a toad?
No, it does not kill it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay.
For 28.
Yep.
And that's 12 damage.
Okay.
It's still okay.
Still hippity-hoppity.
I'm gonna punch the toad. 16.
Hits.
Okay, 8 damage.
Still hopping.
Flurry of blows. I'm gonna hit it again. 23.
Hits.
6 damage.
6 damage. You beat the toad to death. And there are 5 more that are still.
Can I get a little help, please?
So as you scream that out into the roar of the bagpipes and the wall of force, suddenly you see the other 5 toads start to. It has been a minute, so they
Okay.
into a giant cloud of pink smoke. And the pink smoke actually gets pulled into the wall of force, so now this wall of force around you is bright pink.
I'm going to pop out of my shell.
Is there anything shiny floating around?
There's nothing shiny floating around, but in all of the chaos, you didn't notice that the ground has started to open up, and out of the ground is coming a cauldron that seems to be made of the very earth itself. And you see kind of floating down a large scrap of paper. So you're able to read, and it says, the potion recipe has been lost to time. You must help us find it. The potion requires 4 ingredients: elderberry, minotaur horn, safflower leaves, and pixie liver. For the potion to brew properly, all must be placed into this cauldron in the correct order. Before going into the cauldron, one of the ingredients must be ground, 1 chopped, 1 bruised, and 1 shredded. We cannot recall the steps, but we do remember the elderberry goes in the cauldron right after the minotaur horn. The first ingredient is either the pixie liver or the ground ingredient. The elderberry must be bruised. The safflower leaves go into the cauldron right before the chopped ingredient. The minotaur horn goes in the cauldron first, and the minotaur horn is not shredded or chopped. As you all are standing around reading these ingredients, you look back towards the cauldron and you see suddenly jars and jars of these ingredients in their full form.
Ground
No reason.
minotaur horn, bruised elderberry, shredded saffron, sapphire,
Safflower.
safflower, chopped pixie.
Yep.
One by one, you start to put these ingredients in, and the cauldron's bloop, 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 just starts glooping more and more. The color goes from, you just started with like bubbling water. It starts to get thicker, and it becomes this dark green a potion in the middle. You hear a small chime. Bing! And the fire goes out underneath the cauldron.
Does that mean we did it?
Can I inspect what's in the cauldron?
You have this it's a very strange inclination to reach in.
I'll go ahead and reach in.
Okay? Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. That is a nat 20 for a 29.
Whoa! All right.
Double nats.
And that is lucky ducky, because you would have had to take 18 points of poison damage, but instead you're going to have that. You kind of feel around for a moment as you feel this potion stinging you, but your hands close around a solid metal object.
I'll pull it out.
You pull it out, and you see it's covered in glip glop, but the piece of the crown of Rome.
Well, let's combine them together.
Ooh, yeah. Does anything happen when we get them close to each other?
No, you clunk, clunk.
Yeah.
I have an idea about passing through the portal this next time.
Okay. I'm listening.
Okay.
Perhaps we should go one at a time to our next destination.
Or we could send her first to be there to wait for us, to hug us when we come through.
Yeah, I'll just wrangle y'all up. Just don't move.
I apologize in advance for what I do when I lose my memory.
I literally make my tattoo on my body just say, don't move, don't move, don't move
Yeah.
everywhere.
Don't move.
Thank you for whoever donated the tattoo, man.
I'll scrawl, don't move, but
Yeah.
backwards E and all that, like on my arm.
Oh yeah, real serial killer like.
I'm going to withdraw into my shell, and you can just throw me through the portal.
All right, so you're able to make your way back to the portal. So Marmalade, you retreat back into your shell, I'm assuming. So what's the plan of attack here?
I'm going to give Marmalade a hefty toss through the portal.
Marmalade, you go off thinking island.
And then we're going to
You two.
I'm in the hug position.
hug position
I'm hugging
attached
you.
to me.
Yeah, I'm hugging you.
And I go, through the portal we go. And I jump,
Yep.
thinking of the island.
I link arms dramatically with Cletus, and we,
no.
we kind
Cletus
of like
has
Wizard of
Loretta.
Oz just skip through. Why not?
So as each of you bamf into the portal with your, either by yourself or with your bamfing buddy, you
have a
all
bamfing buddy?
land hard. Like it is an instant just woof through your body. You feel yourselves as you land on this wooden surface, you feel it rocking and bucking back and forth. So once again, I mean, it's not a familiar feeling because you don't remember it, but yeah, Marmalade, you find yourself in your shell being rocked back and forth. You have no idea where you are, what's going on. Cletus, you find yourself arm in arm with this person, and Thermalla, you are bear hugging a very confused Shawn the Brawn.
And I immediately sort of shake while also like hugging I love you, Shawn the Brawn. Please remember.
Oh,
Okay, make your wisdom saving throw.
And add a 1d10.
23.
Yes, you instantly remember where you are, and
Perfect.
all four of everybody but Marmalade make a dexterity saving throw.
It's a nat 20.
25.
Soft 20.
I don't know why I'm
22.
getting excited.
Yes, all of you are okay. Like you feel, the floor underneath you just cascading back and forth, but you're all able to kind of stand on your feet. Cletus and Orcphelia, you are both panicking. Where? Oh my God, you're now in a moving room, but you were just eating lunch.
Cletus immediately unlinks arms, backs away, takes out his emotional support lawn flamingo, and plants it into like a sack of something.
Shawn, throw me on Cletus.
I toss.
I grab on and shake and say, I love you, Cletus. Please remember.
It's gonna be a 30.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like almost like the second that Thermalla gets her arms around you, all of a sudden you're like, I remember now.
Oh, okay. We're good now.
And I will look over there. And I'll hug and
Or every time.
I love you, Orcphelia. Please remember today.
God. Plus a that's a
D10, one
good
D10.
thing that was plus a D10. 15.
Yes, yeah, that's enough. You are all. Oh wait, no, Marmalade. You were still
and then
frightened and
I'll
in your shell.
Poor Marmalade.
just. I love you, Marmalade. Please remember.
Please stop touching my shell. Okay, so 15.
Yes, yep, that's enough. Awesome. So now that all of you are kind of back to your senses, once again, everybody make me a dexterity saving throw as the room that you're in just cascades.
Nat 20.
Hey.
17.
Oh, we're doing that again.
7.
What was that, wisdom?
Dexterity.
26.
17.
Okay. Cletus, you fall flat on your face, but you fall actually like cuddling your emotional support lawn flamingo, and so you actually feel kind of okay. But yeah, you're flat prone. As you look around, you're starting to look around and get your bearings, and you distinctly feel like the room that you're in is rocking, and looking out of the small portholes, you quickly put together that you are in the belly of some kind of a ship. Spoiler alert, as it's sitting there on our battle map. As you kind of look outside, you see that there is a massive storm raging.
Awesome. I will make my way up the stairs.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Cletus is also gonna run up these stairs, pulling out his Roman candle. Wand of magic missiles.
Just being ready.
Yeah, this is our third time, so we're just ready to go.
I'll poke my head up out of the top there.
Okay. You poke your head into this kind of second, like this middle deck right there. All of this is open to the air, and so yeah, you can clearly see what you had seen through the portal. Just this massive storm is just roiling around. You poke your head out and you come almost face to face with this halfling who's wearing this large, like, three-pointed hat. He's gonna say, "What are you doing? Get to work! We're trying to kill this thing!"
Oh, would you like some help?
Yes, hurry!
Hey, we're trying to kill. Let's go up and battle.
Okay.
All right, sounds fine with
I
me.
need no further prompting.
As you are all kind of like pouring up to the top, like before you make your way over to that space, the halfling looks at you and says, "Look, now I don't have time for a full battlefield speech, but I wouldn't be Ajon Bumblebrook for nothing, and nobody sinks Captain Bumblebrook's ship. So help us out in any way you can, please, and watch out for its breath." So as you all go running off to these different points on the ship, you are all faced with
Oh, Lord.
Oh my
Jeebus.
god.
donated by a particularly fan of combat. This is
Thank
actually
you.
supposed to be an ancient gold dragon.
Sweet Jeebus.
So if you would put that on this end of the ship here, where you're at.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Oh.
And so that, of course, means everybody roll initiative.
Yay.
We are ready.
26.
12.
20.
22.
Of course, this is the time I roll a natural 20 for initiative.
Marmalade Possumknuckle.
Okay, so on these 3, I'm going to cast Aid. So all 3 of you get plus 20 HP.
Oh,
Boom.
So as my bonus action, since you've got your spear and your hands, I'm going to shout out, "You've got this." And now you have Bardic Inspiration.
Hey.
So add 1d6 for 10 minutes to your ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Shawn the Brawn, you're up. Orcphelia, you're on deck.
So I have darts on me, but they are actually bar skewers. So they're like big steel skewers that I use when I make mixed drinks, but I use them as my darts as well. And so I pull 2 of those out, and I take a shot at the dragon with a dart.
Since we have so many melee folks, since the dragon is going to be like swooping down on the deck, you can use your melee weapons and attacks on it.
Okay.
Is it currently in a
Otherwise,
swooping?
you will all die.
Is it currently in a
Try and jump
swooping
on its
status right now?
Yeah, it's
Was calculating my.
Okay.
Was calculating my.
Then I will go back to the meat cleaver and fork.
yeah. Sorry, I should have
instead.
said that before.
And hey, I have somebody next to me, so I don't need to do this with reckless abandon, which is fortunate. That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits. That's good news,
and
isn't it?
That is great news. So that is 1d4, 5 plus, or 1d8, 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 20, 30, 5, 7, 39, plus 2 additional d6. 48 points of piercing damage
Nice.
heck yeah.
with that rapier, with that cleaver. And then I have the fork in the other hand, but I am going to actually, I'll go ahead and just take the second attack.
I was gonna say this is the time if you
Yeah.
if you got it, hit it,
I'm going to take the second attack.
because this thing will not show mercy.
I'd imagine not. So I get proficiency, but not damage. So that is also a 24.
Okay, that hits.
Those dice go away. That is just this. 6 plus 5 is 11, and 2d6 is 18 more points. So I have forked and knifed the dragon, screaming, "The first round is the greatest round!" And that is me reminding everyone that you get advantage in the first round against the dragon.
Ooh,
Nice.
yes. All right, Orcphelia, you are next. Cletus, you're on deck.
Okay. So I am going to attack with my spear. That's 26.
26 hits.
Great. I'm going to spend a key point to do stunning strike. So that's going to be 11 damage. And then you need to do a con save.
26.
Okay, great. Awesome. You're not stunned. That's fine. It's fine. I'm going to hit you again with my spear. 17.
17 does not hit.
Fudge. Okay. I'm really upset, so I'm just gonna. Can I punch him?
Yeah.
Can I reach him to clock him across
Yeah,
the
yeah, I'm
good
gonna
old
say-
dragon jaw?
Yep.
Okay. 27.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay. So that's 11 damage.
Yay, Bardic Inspiration.
Yep. And then I'm gonna use another key point to do flurry of blows, so I can try this one more time. 24.
24 hits.
And that's gonna be 5 damage.
Cletus, in a fit of reckless abandon, looking at this dragon, casts Fireball.
Fireball.
Yes! You cast Fireball, and you get that it wasn't able to go out of the way, but you see the fire just across its body.
Oh, so there ain't no damage.
It is
Well,
immune to fire damage.
we're gonna fall back on what I know best, and Cletus is gonna rage and he's gonna take his wizard staff, and he is gonna just, give him a good old jab while yelling, "Get!"
It worked on the frogs, why not the dragon?
Not the dragon.
Go on, get.
Go on now, get. That ain't gonna hit. That's an 11.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, no.
Thermalla, what you got?
I'll go ahead and take my first round to know my enemy.
Okay.
I'm going to take an opportunity as a bonus action to try to disguise myself or hide myself on the deck somewhere. Maybe in moving here and probably positioning myself somewhere at least lower on the deck, maybe
Okay.
near the stairs.
Yes, yeah, you can do
like
that.
that.
As you move back there behind the stairs, you see a skinny human man standing back there, and he's like, "Hey, this is my hiding spot."
Get over it. And I push him to the side.
Okay. Hey, can we just hide together? Is that okay? I mean, we'll have to stand a little close, but
Yes.
I'm Leroy. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Leroy.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good hiding, yeah? As you try to use your menacing, you hear the dragon say, "You fool, you cannot scare Prospero!" Ha 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 ha!
So I look over at Leroy and I go,
Yeah.
Leroy, this flask contains, thanks to a donor, a mighty astral dragon.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to hand this to you because I'm about to go out there and start slashing this thing again. If it is a last resort moment, would you release this for me?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Leroy? Don't get hungry with power.
Okay. Last resort. Got it. I promise.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will hand it over.
He's going to, I mean, he seems very excited, but you see that he's holding it like reverently and is like ready.
Leroy, you may save the day.
I got it. Yeah, don't worry, I got it.
And I run out.
You see it swing back around, and it once again opens its jaws, and you can see the fire just bubbling up inside it, ready to exhale. Suddenly, from the deck of the ship, Leroy comes striding out, confident. He uncorks the bottle, and you see the bottle doesn't release a dragon. It just sort of opens up, and you see Leroy become the old astral dragon.
What, Leroy?
He takes into the sky and yells, "Leroy Jenkins!" And he is going to swoop in as this this ancient astral dragon, and he is going to take Prospero by the throat, and he is going to dive him down into the ocean with a mighty. And we're out of combat.
Let's go!
As the storm subsides, you feel the ship kind of start to even out again, and you manage to locate Ajon Bumblebrook, Captain Bumblebrook. And he says, "Wow, I asked for your help. I didn't expect you to do the whole thing. I would have gotten in there myself. I promise you I would have."
Sure.
Well, I mean, in either case, thank you. I don't know why you came here, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We're looking for something, and
Is that a euphemism?
Do you have a crown?
Somebody else.
Do you have a piece of a crown laying around somewhere?
A piece of a crown? I don't believe so.
Crown of Rome, do you see Mark and his buddy Julius?
The scary
Looked up.
fellows. Are they? Yes,
Yeah.
about yay tall, really sunken faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did drop off a box here.
Where's the box?
Yeah.
Oh, it's down in the hold.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Here's the box that you were looking for. He's going to hand you a small
take the box.
little wooden crate.
Yeah. I rip open the crate. Is there a crown inside?
There is a cupcake. No, I'm just kidding. It's the third piece of the crown.
Let's do it all at once.
Does anything happen now?
3, 2, 1.
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
What the?
Do we imagine there's another piece?
Does it
Maybe
When you
back
hold
in
them together,
Rome.
it seems to form a full.
Okay. So
Okay.
it look, but they don't stick together naturally. Okay. Maybe we have to take it back to Rome for it to work.
We were told the crown needs to be gotten rid of for Rome to move forward. Do we need to put it back together?
For safekeeping, I think we should put the crown in the hole. That way, magic jewelry, carrying that stuff can do bad things for you. So none of us are touching it, and it's in the hole.
Shall we return to Rome now?
Yes. Portal
Let's
to
go.
Rome and then to Brutus.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, so you guys have made it back to the portal, and all of you are you all just going back through it?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Are we-
I guess so. So we didn't plan for anything this time.
With all of the hubbub of your forgetful little dories around, you don't notice what's happened, but the second that you get back to Rome, it is in shambles. It is in complete pieces. The sky, once again, is almost purple with just storm and energy. There's rain cascading down, and you find yourself standing just outside of the Capitol, and you see just ruins all around.
Lick a rock.
I pick up a rock and I go, where are we going? What are we looking for?
We're looking for Brutus.
I lick. Thank you. I lick the rock.
You almost
I
feel
feel
disappointment from the
uncomfortable. I
rock
know,
that's
right?
already in your pocket, feeling very left out that you picked up a new rock. But it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You still feel the familiar bing.
Yeah.
I've got his location. Follow me.
You guys make your way over there. Once again, his house is complete rubble and ruin. You don't see anybody else in the streets. It is almost deadly quiet.
Awesome.
You make your way up through, kind of picking your way through the rubble. And after a couple minutes of, turning things over, you see Brutus laying there. He's still alive, but he looks at you and says, "Please, hurry. You have to kill him."
Is there anything we need to do with the crown? We got the pieces.
I return it to the Capitol. I mean, that's where he's been amassing his power. I can only imagine that's where it has to go.
So Shawn pulls out the old rock and the new rock and says, I believe we could make this work. I need to know the fastest way to the Capitol. I lick the original rock.
You get a bing. And yeah, you're able to back to the steps of the Capitol. The steps are still intact, and you see that there are some, kind of pillars and pieces of wall that are still up. But as you kind of ascend the stone stairs, you're looking at what you're seeing here on the battle map. So usually the Capitol is made of, a smooth stone floor, but, bits and pieces have been pulled up and it's been made jagged. So anywhere that you see on the battle map, that is considered difficult terrain. It's these big jagged pieces of rock. But you do see, like you see ahead of you, these pathways in between. Sitting in the middle there is an empty plinth, and sitting at the head is Julius Caesar, now in his final form as a Draco Lich. So if you wouldn't mind putting that on that top centerpiece.
My goodness. That's amazing.
Let's all roll initiative.
My initiative is 18.
My initiative is 14.
18.
My initiative is natural 24.
Ooh.
Fancy.
9 for me.
All right, top of the round, we have Shawn the Brawn.
So I say, into the fray, friends. And I take the dash bonus action. Bless America.
So as you cross onto that large square platform, please put yourself on the other side.
Oh, goodness.
You kind of feel yourself shiver for a second, all of a sudden, boom, you end up on the other side.
I don't know what just happened.
All right, Cletus, you're up. Marmalade, you're on deck.
Cletus is gonna move forward towards the back of this pillar that's sticking up here.
Okay, so you're going to go through difficult terrain, so you move at half speed when you're on that piece of the battle map.
So, got 45 feet. I'm just gonna hang tight right here. And I would say he's somewhat covered by that, so I'm gonna use my Mask of the Wild to attempt to hide.
Okay. So for moving through these jagged rocks, you're going to take 20 points of slashing damage, trying to crawl over these jagged pieces of rock. But you are able to successfully kind of duck down and hide yourself. All right, Marmalade, you're up. Orcphelia, you're on deck.
All right, I am going to cast Aid at 8th level and grant an extra 35 HP to you three. You three all gain plus 35 to your HP.
Wow.
Is this temp
I'm in there?
HP?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Orcphelia, you're up.
Okay, we're gonna see how much distance I can cover. I'm gonna spend a key point to do Step of the Wind to dash as a bonus action to start off with. I get 110 feet.
Whew.
So how far does that get me? I think that gets me.
I was going to say, I think that'll get you clear across the board.
Okay, so I would wind up at the top of that one, just from, no, not quite that close. But I am gonna move some more. Back a little bit, sorry. And then I'm going to just use my regular movement, which should carry me the rest of the way up to him. 5, 10, 15, yeah. So I'm at him, and I'm gonna open my bag of beans.
So
And
as you're running, though, before this bag of beans happens, you get bamfed to the other side as you enter that square platform. And then as you enter the lengthwise part toward him, you get thrown back 30 feet.
where does that put me? But on the other side?
Yep, on the other side.
Oh, yes. Correct.
All
Okay.
right, so you've got your bag of beans in your hand, though.
Fudge. Okay. Because it's got to be a 10-foot radius for this to happen. Okay.
Are you talking about for the bag of beans?
Yeah.
You can lob it at him. You can.
I can?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm lobbing the bag of beans. Okay.
The whole bag.
If you dump the bag's contents out onto the ground, they explode in a 10-foot radius extending from the beans. Each creature in the area, including you, must make a DC 15 dex save, taking 5d4 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. The fire ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
So you were not in that area since you're lobbed them at him. So he rolled a 5. So he does not save. So roll that damage.
5d4 fire damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 fire damage.
Oof. Yes, so this bag of beans that has caused almost exclusively trouble for you, suddenly you see it just rocketing through the air as it hits Draco Lich Caesar straight in the chest and does a nice little bit of damage.
Great. That is my turn.
All right, up next is our Draco Caesar. So Draco Caesar is going to look at the thing that just attacked it.
That's valid.
And it is going to fly towards you and make a bite attack at you.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit.
Yep.
And you are going to take 18 points of piercing damage. Plus, don't you love that? 2 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
For its second attack, it's also going to try and claw at you.
Okay.
And that's that's 26 to hit.
Yep. Yep.
And take, not that one, this one. 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to fly back and return to its little perch. Thermalla, you are up. Shawn, you're on deck.
I'm going to go ahead and do the know your enemy.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 rounds
That's
in
fine.
combat. So we'll call this 1. Shawn, what you got?
So, witnessing my fellow adventuring party member get slung back, I'm assuming there's some sort of forceful wall there. So, I am going to rage, finally, and I am going to attempt to run by taking the dash action. And I'm going to stop before getting up onto that platform. And I'm going to scream at the Dracolich, "Coward, come down here and fight me." And
Hunting him.
yes, and then I am going to throw a dagger at it because I really don't have any other choice because I am not within range. I don't have advantage on anything. That is a natural 1.
Wow.
You see like your dart go through, and once it just seems to like pew at a certain spot.
No. I'm here. I'm at the ready. And then I pull my rapier out.
All right, Cletus, you're up.
Me.
Marmalade, you're on deck.
How high up is that plinth?
It's about 10 feet up.
Okay. Cletus is going to use his movement to continue over this way and then climb up to the top of this.
Okay.
And then once he gets up there for his action, he's going to open up his portable hole and just sort of jump in there for cover. And from inside the portable hole, for his attack, he's just going to shoot a Roman candle magic missile.
I don't think you can see from inside the portable hole.
Oh, can he stand on the chair to see? Because the chair's in there?
Yes, so what you guys see is you see Cletus scramble up on top of this thing, disappear down inside the portable hole, and then all of a sudden, oops,
You made yourself a trench.
boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
Like
man.
a Diglett.
I knew that chair would come in handy.
Thanks,
And-
Brutus.
Thanks.
Yep, so we are casting magic missile.
Give it all you got.
So that first one's if it's at second level, I get 4 darts.
Yep.
So that first one's a 5, and then let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage.
Woo! So you guys see Cletus, just peek his head up, boom, 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 and then duck right back down.
That is awesome.
Cletus, before your turn is over, will you roll me a perception check?
Absolutely. 15.
So as you duck back down into your portable hole filled with various and sundry items, the crate of oranges, Brutus's chair, you see the pieces of the crown sitting there on the floor, and you see them all 3 start to vibrate. All right, Marmalade, you're up. Orcphelia, you're on deck.
All right, I am going to cast Firestorm. That is a Dex 18.
Ooh! How Dexy are you, Caesar? Natural 2.
Womp.
Didn't know
All
how
right.
that laugh was gonna go.
I know, that laugh could have gone 2 ways.
So at 7th level, Firestorm is 7d10.
Put that hurt on this tyrant Draco Lich.
All right, so 3, 8, 16, 20, 26, 29 points.
Oof. So, yes, you guys see just, a storm of fire just straight out of Marmalade, straight thunking into this Draco Lich. Orcphelia, what you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna use my movement to get close enough to be within striking range. If I could get moved up. Do I get kicked back or anything?
So, as you walk up to it, you feel, as you're like running up to it, you feel yourself get buffeted back. But roll me a strength saving throw with advantage.
19.
With a 19, so you feel yourself getting buffeted back, but then you feel some kind of heavenly presence just fall over top of you. And you feel like, I can do this. And as you muscle your way through, a wall of force just out as you feel something has broken. And you have received your next help from a donor.
Thank you so much. Thank
So, yes, the wall of force around the Draco Lich has been dissipated.
I have to remember not to look at that camera.
Okay. Does that count as an action?
No,
Or
that's
is
just
that
your
part of my
movement. Yep.
movement? Okay, cool. Time to
Put the
mess
paint.
this,
Yeah, put the
mess
paint
this
on
guy
it.
up. So 2 spear attacks. First one is a 16.
A 16 does not hit.
Okay. Next one is a 26.
That hits.
Cool. So that's going to be for 5 damage. And then key point, flurry of blows. So for 2 unarmed attacks. That first one's a 10, misses. And that's a 13. That one misses as well. I whacked him once.
Hey, it's, it's sitting there kind of perched, and so it's moving as you're trying to hit it, so it's a little hard to, find purchase. All right. Up next, the Draco Lich did not like you getting that close. And he's going to lean down at you and say, "Who dares to challenge Caesar?" And that is a 25 for him to bite at you.
So now I'm going to use silvery barbs since you rolled for it.
Let's go.
Yeah. So sorry, this third time,
So
remind me.
you're
what we're-
distracted and have to roll the d20, re-roll, and take the lower score.
Okay, let's go.
Meanwhile, you now get advantage.
I get advantage
Yes.
for how long?
Oh, I can choose any creature. Who goes next?
Thermalla.
But I am doing
That's
my
right.
thing. So,
Sean would be up next.
Okay,
yeah.
so now you have advantage.
Okay, so instead, that is a 17 to hit.
My AC is 17. Yeah. That was a good try, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Lord
that
never
was
seems a lot
his bite attack. All right. Ooh, sorry.
I can take it.
24 points of
Okay.
piercing damage and 3 lightning damage.
Okay.
And it's going to turn around and it's going to come at you, Shawn the Brawn,
Let's do
with
this.
a claw attack. It's a 21 to hit.
I will use my reaction to access my my defensive duelist and gain my proficiency to my AC. So I'm at a 24.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
So yeah, it tries to swipe at you, but it just, yeah. You dip, dodge, dive out of the way. Thermalla, you're going to spend another round doing this, or are you going to, okay. You continue to know your enemy.
I will know you, Caesar.
I will know.
And I will destroy you.
They will know you.
Shawn the Brawn, you're up. Cletus, you're on deck.
All right, now that I'm within striking distance of the dragon, hopefully.
Yes.
Going here.
Yep.
No force pushing me back. Mm-hmm. Great. Because I have advantage, thank you, Marmalade, I am going straight on reckless. Oh, I don't need to do reckless attack, just raging attacking. Natural 20. Natural 29. Y'all, I'm sorry. I want to do this. I want to take the time. I need 7 more D6. I want to roll 14 D6 right now.
Yes.
Because that just sounds amazing. Oh, I got him.
Yeah.
Let's
Do you
do
want to
it.
use the DM's dice?
Yeah, do you want to use the dice?
I promise it's not cursed.
DM has been kind. Here we go. And 2D8.
Oh my gosh, the drama of rolling all these dice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, there are so many ones. All right, 7, 8, 11, 13, 16, 21, 25, 28. There's just not enough. 32, 33, 37, 42 plus
Watch the beer can.
5 plus 5, so 52 points
Let's go.
of damage.
Holy cow.
Cletus would high-five you if he wasn't hiding in a hole.
Yeah, exactly. Just throw something
You guys
at
might
it.
finish this before I know mine.
And because I still have advantage, I'll go ahead and take an offhand attack with the other half of this. That's a 14 plus 10, 24, so just a single D8 worth of 24. Does it
Yep, that
24
hits,
hit?
yep.
Single D8. 4 more on top of it all. Yes.
Every bit counts.
Every bit counts.
Counts.
Thank you, friends.
All right. Up next is Cletus. Marmalade, you're on deck.
Cletus, from his hole, is just gonna pop back up, stand on top of an orange crate, and just cast Firebolt.
Okay.
That's a nat 1 for a total of 7.
Thank you.
It's like the firework that goes.
You're too distracted by the activity that is happening in this portable hole because the pieces of the crown are now like ping, 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 like ping-ponging around inside of this portable hole with you. All right, Marmalade, you're up. Orcphelia, you're on deck.
How's everyone doing on health?
I'm totally fine.
We're all good?
I'm in a hole.
You're in a hole. Okay. Well, if no one needs healing, then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at... Nope, I already used level 7. And cast Guiding Bolt at level 6.
Do it.
Nope, that's a 13.
Yeah, 13 doesn't hit.
All right, so as my bonus action, I'm going to take out the mystery potion that was donated by a friend of me and Chelsea's that we regularly play D&D with, and I'm going to drink it and see what the hell it does.
You
Desperate
take out...
times.
So you take out this potion, and you feel yourself fortified, almost enriched, and you regain 9 hit points if you're missing any.
I'm not.
So yeah, you don't regain any of that health, but roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So roll me a d6.
3.
A 3. You look across the battlefield over to Orcphelia, and you've known this all along. Why didn't you realize it? You were completely and utterly in love with Orcphelia, and you must protect her at all costs. She needs you. Help her. So you now must take all of your movement until you get to her, dashing towards Orcphelia.
Starting now or on my next turn?
Starting right now.
Okay. So I start dashing towards her. How close to her do I get?
Where are you at?
I'm still down here in this corner.
Little baby boy.
30 feet, but I'm dashing now.
Yep, so 60 feet. And when you reach that platform, you get bamfed to the other side.
Thanks, Amber.
the panic sets in. You were just running to your one true love, and now you're even further away.
Oh my god, is it love potion number 9? Is that why it was 9 hit points?
Oh my god.
Oh.
And that's it. That's the end of my
Amazing.
You're inconsolable.
I often am.
All right, our new ingenue, Orcphelia, it's your turn.
So did I see that? Did I like witness?
No, you didn't witness any, because you're facing towards the Draco Lich, and he was behind you, so yeah, you have no idea. Unless you called out, I don't think you called out to her or anything.
Okay.
So yeah, you have no idea.
I saw everything.
Oh yeah, Thermalla kind of like looked over from like, all right, I'm gonna know him, but I need to know you. What's going on?
You're next.
Okay, so I don't know anything's wrong, so I'm just gonna keep thwacking at it. So 2 spear attacks. That's a 16. That doesn't hit. That's a 13. That also doesn't hit. I must be really distracted. Flurry of blows. Let's see if my smacking is any better. Dirty 20.
Yep,
Okay,
that'll hit.
great. 9 damage.
Nice.
And then second one is a 27.
Let's go.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So that's an additional 7 damage.
Marmalade. She's so beautiful when she hits things. It's poetry. If poetry was a person, it would be Orcphelia.
That's what my mom always told me.
All right. The Draco Lich is going to go. It is going to make a bite attack towards Orcphelia. And that is a 26 to hit.
Yep.
17 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
It's also going to claw at you. And that, I'm afraid, is a natural 20. For a 33.
Okay. 33.
No, to hit.
Oh,
So.
okay. That's a lot of
Does a
dice.
33
A lot of
hit?
quick class math rocks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
27 points of
that's not bad.
slashing damage.
Not too bad.
I'm alright.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. I still got my wholeness.
The Draco Lich is also going to take a look at, where is everybody else? So you guys are both up in melee range with it, so it's going to world face you, Shawn the Brawn. And please give me a dexterity saving throw as it opens its mouth to breathe at you.
Nice. I will be activating evasion as a reaction on this. That is a dex save of 24.
Okay, so you save against that, so you're going to instead, I'm not going to roll 12d10, but that's what it would, so you're going to just instead take 66 halved to 33.
Awesome.
And then you said evasion,
Yes.
so does that also have it?
It means I take no damage, actually. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
rogue feature.
Oh, well then.
Nice.
Bam.
Two. Yeah.
I dive out the way.
It exhales a giant just bolt of lightning at you, but you're able to like roll out of the way.
That one right there, that's insane.
All right, Thermalla, the time has come to know thy enemy.
Let's go.
So
Give me
it's
that.
strength, dex, con, and armor class, and current hit points.
Correct.
Okay. Strength is a 25. Dex is a 10. Not super dexy. Con is a 23. Its AC is 19. And it is currently at 162 hit points.
Okay. Awesome. And I can't take any movement.
You can, since you kind of completed it this round, so you can move if you want.
I'll go ahead and take my 30 feet of movement, and I will move left, because I've seen everybody shoot to the direction opposite of what they were doing. So I'm gonna go 30.
Smart.
I'm assuming I can't dash.
Yeah, I'll say you can dash.
Okay, so 60. Or an additional. And then that's gonna shoot me over. I'm assuming is
Yeah.
what I have witnessed.
You have it.
afar.
Oh yeah, once you reach that platform, yeah, you're gonna poop.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, Shawn the Brawn, you're up. Cletus, you're on deck.
I'm coming.
I'm really enjoying dueling with this thing right now as I continue to rage. So I am just going to recklessly abandon everything and roll at advantage on this attack with the cleaver. That was a terrible decision. That is an 18?
Nope.
We know this
19. Yep.
Double eights. And then as a bonus action, I will just go ahead and take an offhanded attack. It's a 22 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, for 1d8. I got to do something. 6 plus, I don't get the plus on that one, so, but it is a strength base, so I get 2 for rage, so it's 8 points of damage.
Nice.
You know, sometimes you do 50, sometimes you do 8.
Cletus, you're in your little foxhole.
Cletus pops his head back out, looks at the Draco Lich, casts Fireball at 3rd level.
All right. Dexterity. It's an 11.
You had to meet a 14.
Yeah, buddy.
So for our damage, we're going to see what you got. 32 points of damage.
Nice.
Good hit, good hit. Cletus, before the end of your turn, will you make me a strength saving throw?
Yeah. You said strength save? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, it's a 14.
A 14. So you are able to like successfully and hurl the fireball at the Draco Lich, but as immediately as it kind of leaves your hand, you feel these pieces of the crown are fighting to get out of the portable hole, and they are knocking things around so much it makes you fall back into the hole and you fall prone.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I was going to be in the hole anyway.
Marmalade, you're up. Orcphelia, you are on deck.
All right, so I want to. How many feet is that? 10 feet?
Each one's 5.
Yeah.
Okay, each one's 5. So I want to back up off of that square, which is, that should be 10 feet, right? Off that platform, and then run into it again, which should teleport me to the other side, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Boing.
And then I want to continue dashing my way to Orcphelia.
Yep. So how far are you able to get?
5, 15, so you would have
45 left.
There you go.
Close enough.
Okay, and that's your yeah.
Technically, you could have done this. Apologies. You could have. Man, come here.
Did you make it up to? I can't see your further.
No,
That's
not to the
not
top
close.
platform, no.
Okay, so yeah, you are just running for your life towards Orcphelia.
All right, and that's my whole action, right?
Yeah, because you had to dash.
As a bonus action, I'm going to look at Shawn, and I'm going to say, "Remember the necklace."
Ooh. Dun dun dun.
I forgot about that.
Oh my God,
It's Chekhov's necklace.
there's a moment. Oh, this is great.
So yes, even in the heat of battle, trying to get to your one true love, you still remember the necklace. Orcphelia, you now hear him right behind you, but
Okay. But you haven't shouted any, there's
No.
still no indication of.
yeah, no
any
indication he's desperately trying to get to you.
weirdness. Okay. Well, then I'm going to keep on doing what I do best.
Do what you do.
Just the whacking. Actually, I'm not going to do that this time. I lied. I'm going to use my wholeness of body. Once per long rest as an action, I can regain 45 HP. I was getting a little lower than I wanted to be. So I'm going to heal for that. And then I'm going to spend a key point as a bonus action and do patient defense and dodge.
Perfect. Love that. All right, seeing that she is dodging, Caesar is now going to go over to you, Shawn. And a nat 1 for a 14 to bite you.
Nice.
And then he's going to try and claw at you. That's better. There we go. 31 to hit.
Oh, yes. For days.
That is 12 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And he does not get his breath weapon back. So that is Caesar's turn. Amalia.
I will go ahead and take my movement, and then I will use the dash action to get as close as I can. So 60. Awesome.
Okay. So that is Thermalia's turn. All right, Shawn the Brawn, you're up. Cletus, you're on deck.
Hearing the words from my compatriot, I go, all right, what to do with this? I heard it was magic. And I just throw it at the dragon.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, so what's going to happen is he's going to make, he and you're dodging. Are you up within
How close?
20 feet?
I think we're right at the edge, or
Yeah, they're right
in
at the
it.
end.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say you guys are okay, but you will also have to make the saving throws.
Oh, yes.
So
What are we saving?
5 dexterity saving throws, because this is 5 casts of the spell Fireball. This was a necklace of fireballs that someone donated.
Who knew I was the enemy?
Who did such a thing?
Okay, so what we'll do is you will tell me how many you succeeded.
Okay, so the first one, I'm just going to go evasion, and hopefully that is a dex save of 19.
Yeah, that saves.
Okay, so that one is no damage. Ha! The rest of them. Ha. Next one is a 24 to save,
Saves.
half damage. Next one is a 16 to save.
Does not save.
Third one, or fourth one, is a 15 to save.
Does not save.
And the fifth one is in 20, not natural.
Okay,
to
that
save.
saves.
Okay.
Okay, so how many? So that's,
2 full, 2 half.
it's supposed to be 5.
Yeah, and the first one was a.
Oh,
I
okay,
used
yep.
evasion on that
Yep,
one.
yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. Okay, so let's.
Oh boy.
Oh God. I just killed myself.
Uh-huh.
Brutally maimed for life.
You'll be
Mate.
fine.
You were just trying to get rid of the other competition on the field. I see. You thought I might be after her hand.
Oh,
It was all a ruse.
goodness golly.
Oh no.
So many dice.
Yeah.
Out of
I
game, I
want
kind of
to.
forgot that you also had, like, I forgot that's how Fireball works.
I will also remind us that both my intelligence and wisdom scores are 9. So I'm listening when you're speaking. Dumb stats for days. I am excited about this.
I
one.
have 3
Okay,
dumb
so-
stats, he says with hubris.
37 points of damage for the full.
For the full one.
Oh.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
So
And then
that's-
18 for the halves.
Okay, so 2 instances of 37, so that's 74 points of damage. And then what was the halves?
18.
So 36 more damage.
Okay, so
I
then
was kidding on what I said.
Caesar succeeded twice. So he's going to take 18 times 3. It's 54.
I am not looking.
If
as
he
healthy as
succeeded,
I-
wouldn't it be 18 times 2? And then the other 3?
Yes, yeah, so,
Oh, okay.
oh no, it's 18 times 2, and then the full one times 3.
You said 37?
So he took 108 points of damage. With that ring of fire, or that necklace of fireballs just...
You're welcome.
Massive explosion. You see a couple of pillars that were standing just kind of just kind of fall down around you. Caesar is still up, but looking near death.
Yeah, he is.
Shawn takes a knee and just goes, I'm not feeling well, friends.
Cletus, it is your turn. You are prone in your hole. Cletus, these pieces of crown are just fighting to get out of this hole, just ping-ponging back and forth.
Cletus is going to take and try to grab the pieces of the crown.
Okay.
And I don't know, just grab them and assuming you want athletics.
Yes.
It's a 14.
Okay. So with a 14, you're able to then grab onto two of the pieces of the crown. So you have one in each of your hands, and as you were trying to hold on to these shivering pieces of crown, you see the third piece kind of stop and start hovering in midair, and it starts moving towards your head.
I'm gonna shove them together.
Okay. As you try to shove these pieces of crown together, you feel a huge wall of force just out from your body. You're able to keep hold of the crown, and it is now fused together in your hands.
I just sort of pop up out of the hole, holding onto this crown, and sort of wave, I got it, y'all! I got it! And climb out of it, and then holding the crown, standing on top of this.
So you, this whole time, have just been popping in and out of your little foxhole. You guys now see Cletus emerge from this hole, holding on to the crown. Cletus, your hands almost seem to be fused to it, and it's moving itself towards your head. Are you going to try and fight it?
No, I'm just going to put it on my head.
Okay, yes. So you put it on your head. Everybody is able to see, suddenly, Cletus starts to rise into the air. Oh, man. Cletus, you feel more powerful than you have ever felt in your life. And you feel this almighty force coming out of your hands, and you feel like it is wanting to go somewhere with that energy.
Cletus is just going to aim it at Julius Caesar.
Yep.
And just...
So yes, you putting your hands together and you just unleash hell at this Draco Lich. You all see this massive radiant force just poof and knock into the Draco Lich, and Julius Caesar explodes into a million pieces. Ash and dust rain down from the skies, and the second that it explodes, the purple clouds overhead begin to clear. And the winds die down, and suddenly there is silence over Rome again.
Well,
You saved us.
You did it.
I sure did.
I still need healing.
I think I'm king now, so we can arrange that. King of Rome. I got this crown, which is nice.
Looking around, you, like I said, it's once again, there's kind of silence and stillness over Rome. As you kind of make your way back to the steps of the Capitol, you see Susie, arm in arm with Mark Antony. Oh, hey guys, I was just on my way. I just wanted to see if you needed any help, so here I am.
Sure. Yeah, sure you were.
I mean, we got it handled.
Wow,
It's
okay. I mean, I took care of Mark Antony this whole time. We're actually friends now.
That sounds like a
that's
terrible
nice.
idea.
Oh, no, he's fine. He's fine. And you can see his leg is now all bandaged up, and he's kind of limping on it, but he's fine. And Mark Antony looks over all of you, and his eyes rest on Cletus. And he says, well, I guess there's nothing left to say except, long live Caesar.
Long live Cletus.
Live Caesar. And that's our adventure. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you. This chaotic game was made possible by our donors. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Woo!